love you!
Yes, Kobold, love you. Welcome to Kobold Kindergarten. Okay, let's try that again. Am I coming through now?
Now you are.
Okay, cool. For some reason, if I have XSplit as the window that's active, my voice doesn't come through, and that makes no sense. Anyway, welcome to Kobold Kindergarten, where we're on, I believe, episode 3 of Working in a Cold Mine. Get it? Cold mine. Yeah,
Uh,
that was sad.
that hurt.
Our not as much as doing Bori voice last week. That was painful. Let me
That
just.
was brilliant.
I just had. Oh, there it is. I just went to minimize something. It disappeared on me, but I found it. Let's see. We do not seem to have a Bonnie or a comic tonight. Don't know if they're going to be here late or not. Haven't heard from them. So I am going to let you guys introduce yourselves.
Yay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I am Punchy the Tall Folk, and I'm a level 4 monk halfling, Order of the Halfling Fist. I am average in all stats and abilities, except in spirit, and he very much believes in the mission.
What is the mission?
What
That, that
mission is that?
well, the mission kind of changes. It sort of depends, but you know.
What is the mission right now?
To spread the Order of the Halfling Fist, help establish a new kobold subdivision of it, get a house built for him, and a dojo, rather, built for him, and then also potentially to survive long enough to get through this dungeon.
Which
Probably in that order.
which one of you fine fellows would like to go next?
We can let Luke go first.
Take it away, Luke.
This is Gorian, a level 4 rogue assassin, drow. Um, Basically an urban bounty hunter. I guess my stats may be pretty average. I kind of felt like he was a little weak last time, but been wandering around and ran across these folks and decided to help them out and just kind of getting acquainted with the group at this point.
And last but not least, the guy in lingerie, Bori.
Lingerie, thank you very much. This is Bori Karthag, our wonderfully dumb cleric who likes gravy and fried things in that order.
I am your dungeon master, EvenNote. And I would just like to mention before we really get started that I am part of Team Standing Stone Games raising money for Extra Life. I'm playing for Boston Children's Hospital, which treats sick and injured kids regardless of the family's ability to pay. I set a goal of $1,000. I am $270 short of that. And I said this on my DDO stream the other night, so I guess I might as well repeat it now. If I hit $1,000, this is already on my page. I'm going to go live on Twitch Sings and do some versions of my parody songs. That's also an individual donor donates at least $1,000. And this came to me out of the blue, and I think at least one person was kind of surprised and not necessarily trying to talk me out of it, but making sure I knew what I was getting into. If I hit $1,000, I will get the Wayfinder Dale's Kobold graphic sign from Shanticor tattooed. I doubt I will be able to find a tattoo artist who would actually let me live stream it, but there will definitely be pictures. I'm thinking ankle or calf, or yeah, ankle or calf or shoulder, but I haven't decided for sure yet. If I hit $1,000, that is by Friday at, I believe, midnight. So get those donations in, and you can. I don't know if I should advertise the going live on Twitch things though. I've never been live on Twitch Sings, and that might not be considered by all to be a perk. Just keep in mind that
It,
you would not be obligated to listen.
you can always go on and sing Baby Shark in Kobold voice.
Oh my god. Okay, if if I hit $1,000 by Friday, I will absolutely go live on my stream and sing Baby Shark in Kobold voice, and I will write some Kobold verses to go with it. That's got to get some money coming in, right? Remember, it is for a
That'll
good
Oh yeah.
cause, helping sick kids, Kobold voice, singing parody songs, and Kobold tattoo.
Also, did you know that there was a Baby Shark cereal?
Yes, I remember seeing that whole Twitter conversation, and it frankly
It
frightens me.
should. It should. It's a
Yeah,
terrifying thing.
it sounds it. It's not something I really want to try. And in a semi-related note, my project for National Novel Writing Month this year, which I am somewhat behind in my word count on, thanks to the Hardcore League, is Jaws the musical, complete with songs that have, actually the music and lyrics written for them. So yeah, that should be fun. So it looks like we are missing Lottie and Lulu and Hugo and Catamus, who is out indefinitely. So I think we're going to just park them down here in the corner and decide they were really tired after fighting the slimes. You guys, however, have beaten the slimes. You found the rune, and I do believe you answered the rune question correctly. Yes, because there are 4 runes. You've lit 2 of them, and 2 of the rooms are yet unentered. So, meanwhile, let me zoom out so the people at home can see a little bit more of this map.
Well, Bori just waddled into the room and threw some healing around, apparently, having finished his nap because I was ill last session.
Yes, so we got to do Bori voice. So, just to give you a little bit of a recap, the adventures are now well known and well respected and well liked in the charming village of Beggar's Hole, because basically their adventures have lifted the town from utter despair into not necessarily prosperous, but changing and growing and, no longer completely desperate and squalid. And the town is kind of rebuilding itself, mostly thanks to them. So the kobolds of the town, well, the other residents too, but the residents are mostly kobolds, have offered to build our group here houses to suit them. There are lots of mountains around the town, and one of the ways they're getting the materials for that is mining those mountains and, taking them down to the ground and, making fields and nice big flat areas where you can build houses, and then trading some of that stone with villages who might have wood, say if somebody would prefer a wooden or brick if they want a brick house. The trouble is, something's been attacking the kobold miners, and before these houses can be built, somebody's got to come down here into the mines, find out what is attacking the kobolds so that the kobolds will come back here and continue mining the stone so that the houses can be built. You guys are on the first level, and you've already gotten past what, a couple of wolves in this first room, and the giant crabs that nearly killed all of you. That's the closest I've come to wiping you guys out since the very first episode. And now they're making their way through this dungeon. They found a
Wait,
opening.
giant crabs?
Yeah, that was your very first encounter in this dungeon. There were 5 of them.
Did we eat it?
It didn't come up at the time, but because Bori is in the party, I'm guessing you absolutely, not Punchy. Uh, I don't know about anybody else, but Bori definitely had some crab noms. So you've cleared out a couple rooms in this dungeon. The last 2 rooms you were in each had a little rune with a lever and a riddle. You had to solve the riddles to light the rune, because you have found in a hallway up here, which I'm like indicating where you guys can't see it since you are hopefully not watching Twitch and cheating to see the map. You've come across a room and the opening to the room is blocked by a force field, and around that force field are 4 runes, which, when you found it, all 4 of them were dark. You have since lit 2 of the runes by correctly answering the riddle and pulling the lever to light the rune in that particular room.
Not that Bori would be paying attention to that, but could you, by any chance, put a pointer there so our I could, me the player, could kind of know where this is because I was not present for
Oh,
that part of the reveal.
oh, can I do this? I can't do this. Why is
Just
that not
hold
working?
both mouse buttons and drag a line. It should make a pointer. Although
Oh.
I don't know if it's on a masked part if it'll show.
It
Uh-oh.
is not masked.
Okay, well, it looks like,
Okay.
is it
It is north
there?
of you. No, it is a little bit north of that. It should be unmasked. You should have like an outer loop and then like a room inside of there.
Like over here?
Uh, North is exactly right, but now you want to go about 6 blocks east. Now you want to go about 2 blocks east. Nope, you had the north right. Wow, that pointer is not showing up. Wait, do I need to set it visible? I can't set it visible. Make link shareable. Make all.
Map didn't
And,
pop up
Okay,
on
that's
mine.
just an image of the force field. So yes, I can share this link. Can you see it now? Is there a little?
yes, the pin.
Okay. There is actually a pin there, which apparently you can't see from where you are.
Yeah, there. So
Okay.
I
So
got
yes.
my arrow pointed at the pin. Gotcha.
Yeah, but that is. Well, let me move it over a little because it's like. Yep, there is a force field. If you click on that pin, you should be able to see. Well, I'll share it. So
Pretty colors.
yeah,
So
and
how
you
long did Bori stand staring at the swirling portal before someone actually dragged him along?
um. I think the first time somebody needed healing and things were looking kind of grim, that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just be Bori for a little bit.
So a while. There we go.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty colors.
So you are in this little actually this room looks like the letter A, doesn't it? And there's a passageway leading to your north, and you can tell that it turns to the east. You've already been through there. You know that at the end of that east passage there's a set of double doors into another room, and that east facing passage also heads south, and at the end of the south part there's another set of double doors leading to yet another room. And I can't remember.
Well, Lulu was in here momentarily and
Did you
fell
guys?
out.
Yeah, she bounced out. If you have the
Uh,
map up, I can't see the map yet.
oh, geez.
There we go.
It would help if I shared the map, wouldn't it?
Uh, little
Duh.
pro, pro tip for when you're playing. If you we have a character with your token in the upper right hand corner, and it'll automatically open up to the last map you were on.
Ah.
Character token upper right hand corner.
Yeah, open your character sheet, main page. You got your little picture in the upper right,
Upper
Yeah.
right hand or upper left hand?
upper right hand. The upper left hand is your character icon. The upper right is your token. Double click your token, pops your map back up.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, Lady Catastrophe, thanks for being here.
That's
Hey, that's my
super
daughter.
handy.
Hello. Hey, sweetie.
I can't remember. I know you guys didn't open these. Oh, that's right. I didn't let you open them. Never mind. Because I want to save them because yeah, you'll need them before you do something. I don't want to use. Never mind. Okay, DM stuff. Top secret DM stuff. I can't tell you that. It's secret.
Uh-oh, I think we lost you.
Nope. I am waiting for you to tell me what you would like to do now. You have solved this room, so you've got a room. When you get on that passage, you'll have a room to the east and a room to the south where you have not been yet.
I say let's go to the east. Let's just kind of keep exploring here.
Yep, that sounds good.
And I wasn't originally going to lock this door, but we have a rogue now. So I'm thinking, yeah, this door is locked.
Oh,
What was that
DS.
reaction?
Oh, since you have a rogue, now it's locked. Otherwise, it would have been just fine.
So
Better off
yeah,
if it was still open.
I would like
All
our
right.
rogue to give me what is that? Is that an open lock check? I've been playing too much DDO. A sleight of
So we
hand, I'm thinking, would be the thing to do. Or do you just roll on thieves' tools? I'm honestly not sure.
It's your if you're proficient in it with sleight of hand, it's your dex bonus plus your proficiency bonus. So if you have sleight of hand trained,
Yes.
that'll basically count for everything.
Okay, so you're gonna
yeah,
use
I
sleight
knock
of
on
hand
both
for
sleight of
picking
hand and
locks and
yeah, yeah.
finding
I
secret.
usually
Anyway,
normally, normally I would use sleight of hand for pickpocketing and things like that, and thieves' tools to unlock doors and pick locks and that type of thing. But they're both identical. They're both dex
they
based.
are. So
The
yeah,
pluses are identical, so I guess it really doesn't matter. It's up to you.
I would say I would take either one, and since they are identical, yeah, it really doesn't matter. So whatever one you would like to roll, it's not an overly difficult lock.
So we are directly in front of a locked door because it's kind of
Yep. Yeah.
okay.
Unfortunately, this I'm using dungeon maps, which they have a Discord. They'll put your bot in your their bot in your Discord channel, so you can just type in exclamation point dungeon map, and it will generate random maps for you. That's where I'm getting these. They're pretty awesome. However, it does not at this time let you put doors on, and I was too lazy to do that. But yes, you are
Oh,
standing in front of a door.
okay. I was just wondering because it's kind of grayed out in front of us. So let me see if I can pick
There.
this look
I
up
just cleared a
here.
little bit of it so you could sort of see their pillars at the edges.
I'm 5 feet away. I should be able to reach that door right
Yep.
there for the most part.
There, I'll get out of the way.
And ooh, that's
It's a
not so
good
good.
thing you have that plus 11 modifier.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you already built one for thieves' tools. That's even better. Cool.
Yeah. You hear the lock click open. Hey,
Good
thank
cause,
you,
Kevin
Kevin
M.
Mullen.
1984.
Thank you, Kevin M. Much appreciated. Do you open the door?
Let me do a perception check just to kind of look around and see if I can notice. Well, I guess because I unlocked it, I still want to do another a check just to make sure there's no traps or anything once we
Sure.
open it.
That's a terrible roll, but I can tell you there are no traps on
Well,
this level.
okay. Then yes, I will open the door.
Okay.
Yay! I'm so glad you're here, Luke Gorin.
Whoops.
Or Luke Gorin.
I just.
Luke Gorin.
How did that happen? Let's get back into mask mode here. No, I don't want to delete the mask.
See, I think that's what happens for you. If you don't stand in front of the door, it's easier to open.
Here we go.
You know that, given his
Hey,
intellect, that's
finally.
probably a very
Okay. This is kind of a weirdly shaped room. The walls kind of widen out to until it's about 30 feet wide. It's about 10 feet where you go in, then widens out to 20. And I put these in here just for you, Jerry. You see 3 crocodiles. Oops, that's not.
Are they from Florida?
They are from wherever that river was where in Evil Beaker's game where people were getting dumped out of boats. And oh, it might help if I actually put them on the combat tracker, huh? Erps.
Oh, does that mean we are going to roll initiative?
You are going to roll initiative.
I'm great at these.
Awful big crocodiles.
I know, right?
They disappeared.
They're phase crocodiles.
Yeah, I accidentally had them on here twice, that's why.
I don't like phase crocodiles.
If I had thought of it, I would totally have made phase crocodiles.
+8 initiative? Holy.
+8? Nice. Wow, look at Punchy go. Punchy?
There's a reason for this excitement.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did put the crocodiles in here for you. I still remember that thing of evil beakers with all those crocodiles. Let me zoom in a bit. It's hard to figure out how to get both the combat tracker and the map where everybody's going to be able to see it on Twitch. Okay, round 1. There we go. Punchy. You see
All right.
3 hungry crocodiles looking at you.
How jumpable do their heads look?
Much more jumpable for you than for Bori.
All right, I'm going to try to use my full movement speed here to do, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and end up right back here without provoking an attack of opportunity with my halfling nimbleness trait to move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than yours, which these
Clearly
certainly appear
are.
to be. And however, I am also trying to jump on their heads, so I probably need some kind of skill check for this.
I would say, yeah, I'm thinking athletics or acrobatics. If you have something else you think would work that has a higher number and you want to try that instead, yeah.
All right, let's do acrobatics. I've got a +2 in that.
Okay, I'm looking for 14 or higher.
All
Oh!
right,
I was
nice.
just about to add, does Punchy get an advantage because his player has so much experience with Super Pitfall?
Sim Tam! Thank you much. I have no idea if that's even going to mine or to the overall one, but I'm guessing it's going to the overall one because there's like me and one other person in chat. So it's probably not going to mine, but yay! More money for Extra Life. To the surprise of everyone, probably including himself, Punchy goes hop, 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 hop from crockhead to crockhead and ends up. Honestly, I don't know why he didn't just like move 10 feet from where he was instead of doing all the hopping, but wow. I wish we had some kind of a visual for that. I might have to work on that for next time. But yes, Punchy, you are exactly where you would like to be. Since that was a double movement, does that mean you don't get...
That's my turn.
That is your
Correct.
turn. Okay.
And well worth it.
Lottie's not here. Crocodile number 3. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. Luke Gorin, it's your turn.
Ugh,
There may be,
these things-
yeah. So I've kind of given away that there may be more crocodiles than what you see here. Because what I have up here is 1, 2, and 5.
Oh, joy.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to, let's see, this is crocodile number 1. I'm going to scoot over here by crocodile number 1 and see if I can get his attention.
I
Chances are-
believe that since Punchy just hopped on his head, he's definitely paying attention to you guys.
He's aware.
Yeah, they know you're there. I mean, it's one thing to be able to hop around like that and just get past them. It's quite another to think they're not going to notice at all. Ah, that needs to, actually, I think I can drag that onto him. That is a hit.
That's true. Forgot I can drop it directly on top of the crocodile. I keep forgetting that.
Yep. And that is 9 damage to crocodile number 1, who looks like he's hurting a little bit. Do you have any other actions, bonus actions, anything like that?
Well, it's yeah, it's not. It's just a single dagger. I don't think I have two of them, so that's about all I can do. I don't have any bonus actions or anything right now.
Okay. That's going to bring up crocodile number 5.
Oh, you skipped past Hugo,
Hugo is not
who
here.
just now got into Discord.
Oh ho! Well, let's go back to Hugo and wait till he gets connected.
Dun 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 dun!
Let me move him over here. I'll just put him in the doorway and then he can move himself where he wants.
Just throw me in the crocodile's mouth. You know I'm going to end up there anyways.
Well, I don't know, because, I mean, these crocs are looking at the party, and they're seeing Bori, and I really think that with the party as it stands right now, they're going to go for Bori before they're going to go for anybody else.
That's right, I am the juicy chicken nugget.
Slash flex.
Or they'll go for Punchy because of past history.
Well, they're going to go clearly after the best food, and yeah. I mean, let's be real here.
That's got to be Bori. He tastes like gravy.
He probably has other meals inside of his meal. So
He's got other meals inside of his beard.
That's why the cockroach loves hanging out there.
And I'll probably taste like spiders, so they're not going to want me.
I don't know. Crocodiles might like spiders. I like spiders, not to eat, and not if they suddenly fall on my arm when I'm not expecting it, but other than that, spiders are cool.
The plastic
Clearly.
Halloween are cool. That's about it.
Clearly, you have not seen
according-
Kingdom of the Spiders then.
I would say,
Clearly,
yes,
I've not seen what?
Kingdom of the Spiders.
I
I've
have
seen
not.
Kingdom of the Spiders. I have.
I don't think I have.
William Shatner at his best.
Oh God, that's why I haven't, probably.
oh god. According to this, spiders, the legs are pleasantly crunchy and have little flesh in them. Then you get to the delicate white meat inside, rather like a cross between chicken and cod.
That doesn't sound very good.
Why is everything like chicken?
I was about to say, chicken and cod is a very, very divergent things. Like,
Yeah, I don't think chicken tastes anything like cod.
and
If I
something
had
is-
chicken that tasted like cod, or actually chicken tasting like cod would be scarier than cod tasting like chicken. But
Yeah, I
neither
think I
one
would
is
throw-
anything I want to try.
I think I would throw both of them out. Like, if the
Yes.
chicken tasted like cod, definitely throw that out. That's kind of like
Anyway.
saying something tastes like, a cross between, polenta and banana runts.
So I guess ultimately we're going to have to determine, based on combat initiative, whether or not they would foresee Luke Gorin as the easy, fast snack, and then they could preserve Bori for a longer period of time, or whether Bori is just too tempting, and they can deal with him later.
Might depend on how recently they've eaten and how hungry they are. I mean, if these crocodiles are they're looking for a big meal, they're going straight for Bori.
So crocodiles are actually very intelligent creatures, and I did just jump on their heads. It could very well be, however, they'd be very insulted by this. So
This is true.
On the other hand, crocodiles are, like you said, they're very intelligent creatures, and they know not to mind. The baby hippopotamus will gnaw on crocodiles to hone their teeth down, and they let the baby hippopotami do it because the hippopotamus will wreck their faces. So, if they associate Bori with a baby hippopotamus, they may just leave him alone out of innate, instinctual fear of Mama Hippo.
That's actually a
That's
pretty
good.
valid point.
Well, and they could if they mistake the beard for a rhino horn, that could absolutely happen. Anyway, Hugo, you are looking at 3 crocodiles, and the one directly in front of Lugorian is somewhat injured. But there's 2 more that are perfectly healthy. Sadly, you missed Punchy's great leaping from crocodile head to crocodile head. That was impressive.
I timed it for when their jaws were shut.
Did he have did he have an 8-bit music thing of Tarzan's yell as he was doing it?
I
No, there
wish
was
he
no.
had.
This was the level where you just had to step on the eyes.
Yeah, he didn't have the Tarzan rope yet.
Yeah, it wasn't quite Pitfall. And Hugo, it is your turn whenever you are ready. And I know it will probably take a sec or two to get set up.
Yeah, I'm more or less ready.
Okay. Pick a croc and have at it.
Well, is there one filled with gold?
There is not. They're all baby croc. Doot, 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 doot. There are none that are filled with gold, unless one of you is hiding riches which you have not told the DM about, and it eats you.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and throw down Vicious Mockery on Crocodile 1.
Okay, I do want to hear what you have to say to crocodile number 1.
Well, of course you do. That's because you need help when you need to throw down your Vicious Mockeries.
I don't think I've ever viciously mocked a crocodile. Vicious crockery.
There you go.
Oh wait, crockery. That sounds like, your stoneware and stuff.
Angry slow cooker.
I think I need to work that into an item somewhere. Yeah, yes, a load of croc.
That's right. Anyways, it's, ooh, you're going to make an excellent build.
The crocodile is extremely upset in imagining himself as a belt and fails his save. And takes 1 damage. But he's bleeding pretty profusely.
And he also has disadvantage on his next attack.
Oh. Also, I'm going to move the crocodile number 2 back a little bit so you can see that, he's got a little... Can you guys see the dots on your screen? Their health dots? So you can see
1 point took him to... Oh, no, that's right. That's 10 points.
10 points total, because the Lugorian already hit him for 9. And does Hugo have anything else he would like to do?
Not at this time.
Okay. That will bring up crocodile number 5, which is looking at Punchy, saying, You just hopped on my head. That's not cool, dude. I'm going to bite you. The crocodile snaps at Punchy, and somehow the giant crocodile jaws miss the halfling standing directly in front of him. Maybe what I need to do...
I am naturally nimble.
Maybe, see, that's what I need to do. I need to just, turn the croc around so the sea is facing you. So, yeah. Okay. I'll just do that to let me know that he's got disadvantage. Brings up crocodile number 2, who is not within range of anybody.
I could easily get within range.
So he's going to move up here. And he's going to be like, You hurt my friend. You both hurt my friend. Who's got more hit points?
Does him moving there give Punchy and I an attack of opportunity?
No, because he was not within your attack range at the time.
Okay.
Let's see, 31 or 33?
To leave your...
Not enter. Okay.
Right. Unless you're holding your action.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
So crocodile number 2 is going to try to chomp on Hugo, because crocodile number 2 also does not want to be a belt. And crocodile number 2 takes a huge gulp at the bard standing directly in front of him and also misses. Because crocodiles just, yeah. That brings up Maury.
You shouldn't swallow air, it makes you burp.
Crocodile. Burp.
I will approach.
Approach crocodile number 2 and hit him with my war hammer.
Your war hammer?
Right. No, that's
Uh,
not gonna work.
You swing the war hammer, and maybe because you're picturing a crocodile belt to go with your lingerie, you totally miss. And that brings
And
up,
Like,
Oh.
like totally, dude.
like, totally, dude. Gnarly.
totally, and I don't think we need a spiritual ham just yet.
Not yet. You might. That brings up crocodile number 1, who looks at Luke Gorian. It's like, you ouchied me. I'm gonna bite you now. And wow, I might need new dice, cause like these crocs are totally missing everything.
Was that Croc 1?
Perfect.
That was yes, that was croc 1, and that brings us back to the top of the order. Yes, I threw in a baseball reference and Punchy.
Yeah, not that it matters, but he would have attacked with disadvantage, but that's okay. No worries.
Well, yeah, he missed anyway. I forgot about that. Does he doesn't have disadvantage next time though, right? Or does he?
That's correct.
Okay, just
No.
one.
Not
One-
unless I vicious mockery again, he fails again.
Okay. But he did fail anyway, so. Punchy.
Okay.
Papa Croc.
Oh God.
That totally sounded better in my head.
No, see, the thing is, these guys are basically just big, lovable animals, and I don't really want to hurt them. So all my damage is going to be non-lethal, and I'm going to do a 3 attacks.
Okay. And Punchy goes in the air with his fists. And in the air with his fists. And finally, third time lucky, he hits
It
4
needs to
points of
make
damage.
a strength save.
Oh, that is crocodile number 5. Whoops, what did I do there? Okay, let me find number 5. Why? There we go. It rolled an 8.
I'm going to guess that probably doesn't pass, and it gets pushed back 15 feet.
What's your wisdom?
Ooh. Well, I can only push it back
Oh wait, I
10
can
feet.
look.
Yeah.
Up to 15 feet away, yeah, to the wall.
The wall. I mean, it is a pretty big, heavy croc, but these are stone walls. You know what? What the hell? If he gets an 18 or higher, I'm thinking he breaks through the wall. Phew, 5. If he had actually gotten an 18, I would have been like, okay, how do I explain this? But no, the croc does not break through the wall, but he is pushed back to it.
All right, and that's my turn.
Luke Gorin. Luke Gorin or Luke Gorian?
Ligorian.
Luke Gorian. Luke Gorian. Have at it.
Yeah, my damage is, my attacks are lethal. I'm trying to kill him because I don't want to be lunch. So, where
Is it just me, or is he really, really quiet?
Yeah, you did, and you weren't
is it?
earlier. Now
That's
you're.
probably this
Oh,
headset.
there we go.
That's a little better.
I'm practically swallowing the microphone now. I have to put it really close.
You can fiddle with your audio settings in Discord and turn your gain up. That might help.
think I have that turned up all the way. Well, I got it at 80%. I'll turn it up to 90. I don't like to put it too high because it picks up all the background noise. I got a very squeaky chair.
It's fine. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it sounds good like that. You just need to keep the mic kind of close to your face ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bumped you up a little on Discord as well, so you'll come through better on the stream.
All right, so I'm gonna go for croc number 1 again.
That is going to hit.
Hopefully, we can take
And
him out.
croc number 1 is like, the gasp, the death.
He's
The
turned
death.
into a belt.
And crocodile number 1. Luke Gorin, if you want a crocodile belt, you got one.
Hey, that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just all need to speak with an Australian accent like the crocodile hunter.
Oh, I wish I had thought of that. Crikey! I'm a belt!
I've got a belt.
Hey,
Isn't
fried
that a
alligator.
beauty?
Fried crocodile tail tastes really good.
Tastes like chicken.
It
Or
really
cod.
kind of does.
Chicken
Actually.
or cod?
No, I've actually had it before. It really it's like a slightly stringier chicken. It really does taste like chicken.
Chicken cod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven't had croc tail, but I have had gator tail. So that's I assume similar, anyways. And to me, it had the texture of chicken, but it had just a slight fishy flavor.
No, that could be. I don't know. The one what we had was heavily Cajun dry rubbed, and that may have just overpowered any of the fishiness. It reminded me a lot of like hot chicken tenders.
Yeah, pretty much Cajun is going to overpower anything. You could go pull up a handful of grass and throw some Cajun seasoning on it and have no idea what you were actually eating.
That's
At
how
least
we like it.
that's my experience with Cajun seasoning.
I'm actually a Cajun. That's how we like it. It's nice and spicy.
It tastes like hurt.
Okay, you know something, Bori? You just got inspiration. That was
Woo!
great. And Hugo, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to draw both my weapons, a rapier and a short sword.
Ooh, double duty.
And I'm going to attack Crocodile 2.
Crocodile 2 is gaping at you in horror. And now it's gaping slightly less. Double duty into that gator booty. Good one. That is definitely a miss.
And as a bonus action, attacking with my short sword.
Okay, I think we all need new dice. That is also a miss. Anything else you want to do? You want to like apologize to him for waving your weapons in his face?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That's fine.
Just like I'm just fanning you to cool you off. Okay, crocodile number 5 moves back up to Punchy. Says, "Crikey, I'm gonna bite you again." Oh, that is gonna hit. Ooh, for 12 damage. Ooh.
Ouch.
I'm glad Bori is here so I don't have to do the Bori voice for healing. And shoot, are you grappled or restrained? I can't remember if there's a save for that. Spite.
Probably should for restrained. I
Oh.
don't think they're not for grapple though.
Okay, actually, yeah, I need you to roll I'm thinking strength, dex, escape. What would that be? Yeah, you needed a 12. You're grappled and restrained. Crocodile number 2 looks at Bori and just can't resist all that sweet meat. Sadly for the crocodile, it misses and does not get a chance to turn Bori into a belt. Now Bori has a turn, so maybe he can turn the crocodile into a belt.
There's an awful lot of belts going on, so I'm just gonna belt him inside the head.
That is a hit.
Crunch!
And crocodile number 2 is now wounded. I think he might have been lightly wounded before, but now he's a little more heavily wounded.
And while we're at it,
Now we're gonna let Punchy flail around a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a decent sized wound, but he's not in any immediate danger of dying. I don't think.
I see him flailing around in the croc mouth, but there's only a little bit of blood.
Oh
It's
my.
like your parents said, you know, you have to be bleeding a certain amount before you get the Spider-Man Band-Aid.
No Spider-Man Band-Aid for you. Punchy, you are grappled and restrained. Since it is your turn, if you want to try to make another check to get out, I will allow that.
So it's relevant. Did you say I'm clamped in its jaws, or that it has its like body wrapped around me?
Okay, actually, Punchy is the one that said you were clamped in its jaws, and I just kind of liked that, so I went with it.
All right, I'm going to try to get out my bagpipes and play a song.
Oh boy. Wow.
I rolled a 19.
Punchy digs out his bagpipes and plays a song, and the crocodile opens its mouth to sing along, allowing him to escape.
but she has music of the Crocs.
It worked. I thought it might.
That was great.
All right, that's my turn.
I was gonna say that's ahoy there, Farg. And you're not even a bard. That was great. Luke Gorian. I'll get that right one of these days. It is now your turn. You have an injured croc in front of you, and of course there's the singing croc over here to the east.
I think Punchy's got the singing croc going. I'm gonna go for
I
the.
think he does too. I'm totally giving the croc disadvantage on its next roll. That is a hit.
Let's see if we can make him bleed a little.
Oh, and crocodile number 2 takes that hit right to his, I don't know, tenderest crocodile point.
Tender?
There's another one that sounded better in my head. Crocodile number 2 also becomes, if you want a matching set of crocodile belts, yeah, maybe some shoes. I'm guessing Lugorian is not a vegetarian. Tenderest crocodile point is now a game statistic. Okay.
I'll
Oh
take
my.
another belt and toss it over to Bori so he can have one since he didn't get the crocodile tail.
I will, before the next episode, I will add crocodile belts as an item and decide what effects I want to put on them. Hugo, are you
At
going to
least
let?
+1 charisma.
Yes, yes, definitely. Are you going to let a monk outdo you in the music department, Hugo?
Well, we never.
Oh, no, do I
If you
actually
did
have a
anything-
musical instrument?
You're a bard, so I'm guessing automatically you get at least a lute or, your choice of some kind of musical instrument. I
Sure, I
wouldn't
do have a
recommend
lute.
bagpipes though, because I don't know how well Punchy would handle having someone else also playing bagpipes. I On top of that, I don't know how the rest of the party would appreciate two of you playing the bagpipes.
Well, I was just
That sounds
thinking
like
we
a
never
great
really
idea. We could
established
do
that
a
it was.
duet.
We never really established if it was, like an actual like delicate song, or if he just like went untitled goose honk loud enough to distract the crocodile.
I'm really picturing more goose honk, but maybe deliberate goose honk.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Oh yeah. Hugo, save us from this.
I don't know that I can, but I'm going to step up and I'm just going to attack the croc.
Untitled Croc Honk. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
And bonus action attack.
That one is a hit. Oh, and that croc is seriously injured. However, it's his turn.
Hey, wait, hold on. Just as a thought, Hugo, didn't you have something with the College of Swords where you could inspire yourself by using one of your inspirations?
Yeah, there's a flourish, an ending flourish that I could use, but I'm going to hold off on that because I used two bardic inspirations last time, and I don't think we've gotten a rest yet.
Oh,
Nope.
right.
I could have allowed that, but it was in my best interest not to. Anyway,
Jeez.
that's all I'm saying. Anyway,
Are we in here on Reaper mode? The DM is actively trying to kill you.
I could arrange that. Anyway, crocodile number 5 says, "Crikey! I'm gonna bite that guy who's not singing." Except the croc totally misses because my crocs have the worst rolls ever. Bori! What is IOHC?
In on heroic casual.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to, when you get a chance, load in at least Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Oh, right. Modules.
Alright, I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's only 15 feet to get down here, and we're gonna smack the croc. I think that'll work.
That works.
Okay, that is a critical hit. Go, Bori!
And crunch!
The croc flops over, and Luke Gorin, if you want to, you made another belt. Well, now Bori could have a belt if you wanted one.
Perfect.
So if you want to give, you can either
either
like keep your match set or give one to Hugo, or get a bag or shoes to match. Anyway,
Beggar shoes match.
the crocs are gone, and I was going to be mean and 6 crocs on you, but I don't want to be here all night. I want to make sure you get to the point where I want you to get to. So, okay, so that was whoops. That was worth 300 XP divided by how many of you are there now? 6 total, including yeah. So 50 XP apiece.
You want us to add those as we go, or
I think there's actually a way I can do it for you, but I don't know what it is. So yeah, and what I do before every session anyway is go through everybody's XP, and if they don't all match, I just pick whoever has the highest and give everybody that much. 3430 sounds good.
So if I mistyped and put in 64 or something, then that'd be okay?
No. I mean, if it's like really significantly, like if somebody's like way out ahead of everybody else, I'm going to probably figure that's a typo. At the very least, I would ask you about something like that.
Like, how is plus 31 to your initiative?
Yeah, plus 31 in it is, I'm
Clean
thinking,
living.
is that what it is?
Methamphetamines.
So now that the crocs have croaked, or honked, or whatever the heck they just did, you see yet another rune above yet another lever. This is rune number 3, I do believe.
Look like. Oh, you're just loading it. Okay.
Yep. There is your rune number
Yeah,
3.
I know what to do with this. Wait, that says no gravy ladles.
And, of course, there's another tablet with another riddle carved into it. What word fits the following criteria? The first 2 letters signify a male. The first 3 letters signify a female. The first 4 letters signify a great person. The entire word signifies a great woman.
I know the answer, but Bori's clueless. See, I like to add another one in there that right before the end is a really addictive drug.
That's very true.
But that totally confuses people. I probably shouldn't have said that.
I
Yeah,
should not have said that.
It's
No, I
re-
actually had that figured out, though. It's heroin, right?
it is
Yep.
indeed. So the lever unlocks. And whoops. The rune is now lit. So you've got 1 rune left.
And only one place left.
Yeah, the only place you guys have left to go is that room to the south. Which is hiding there behind another set of double doors.
I'm gonna take a look at them and see if they're locked.
You know, just because we have a rogue now and we haven't before, yes, it is locked.
As I walk by, I'm going to clap a hand on Punch, cast Cure Wounds at level 1, and go,
Maybe not jump on their heads this time.
Punchy is he's not 100% healthy, but he's down to a few, cuts and scrapes.
And you said that we already checked there were no traps in this level, or just no traps on that other room.
I can tell you as the DM, there are no traps on this level.
All right then, I am going to.
On this level. It's a multi-level dungeon. Just saying.
Well,
And a little bird told me level 2 is stupid huge.
It is indeed.
But I don't know what that means.
Come on, you're Bori. You gotta know what stupid it. Come on, Bori doesn't know what stupid and huge are.
It's a bird. I don't know if it's lying. Birds are good for frying.
they taste like chicken.
Not giving dungeon advice. Do you ever see birds in a dungeon? No, because of dungeons.
You know you just guaranteed yourself that you're going to see birds in one of these dungeons somewhere.
oh, I'm sure. And I'm going to kill them and fry them and eat them with gravy.
The lock clicks. You hear the lock spring open. So the doors can be opened if you would like them to be opened.
Yes, we're gonna open the doors.
The doors swing open. Why is this doing that? There we go. For some reason it's remasking instead of unmasking it. To reveal a small room about 20 feet square. and you see some large shards of ice hanging from the ceiling.
Actually, I see Luke's butt.
If anyone wanted to give me a perception check, this wouldn't be a terrible time for it.
Throw one in there.
Luke Gorin looks at the ice shards and realizes, wait, those aren't ice shards.
We're all on
They're
fire.
they're mephits. And actually,
Our lowest roll in the group was 17. We are on fire for that check.
why didn't you guys roll like this when you were trying to hit stuff?
I know.
All right.
5 mephits to be exact. So roll for initiative.
There's almost no room in that room. Ooh, nice.
I know. Ooh, nat 20. Okay. Let me reset the round here.
Form. I'm going last. It's good to establish a brand.
Luke Gorin, you are looking at 5 angry ice mephits.
Where's Lottie when you need her?
I know, right?
Hopefully I can get it back. I'm not going to move. I am going to toss and throw my dagger at method number 3.
Okay, that is going to hit mephit number 3.
And then you can tell me the results of my throwing it later.
That's going to hit mephit number 3 for 10 points. He's hurting a bit.
And now I'm going to have to run in there and try to grab my dagger. I didn't want to get too close.
That's okay.
And any additional actions, bonus actions, anything like that?
Nope, unfortunately I don't have any bonus actions or anything else.
Okay,
I'll
Hugo.
If I can get my crossbow ready in between the next rounds, I don't know how you want to work that, because I'll have to use it next.
There's always a method to the madness.
Well, you do actually have some bonus actions. As a rogue, you have cunning action, so you can cunning action dodge if you wanted to.
And also, this actually came up in our real life pen and paper. I believe you can draw. You wouldn't also be able to move, but at least in our real life D&D last week, you can draw. I think it was that. Anyway, I know I was in a game recently where it was determined that as long as you're not using your movement, you can basically give up your movement to draw your weapon and then fire or slash or draw it and then use it. But you can't move on that same turn. So yeah, if you on your next turn you want to use your crossbow, you don't have to draw it and then wait for your next turn. You can draw it and use it. You just can't also move.
Can't move as well. Got it.
Well,
Okay.
well, he could because he's a flashy rogue and has cunning action dash. So
Well,
he
yeah, I mean
could
if you have
movement.
something like that, yeah.
That's true.
Rogues you can get like abuse the hell out of cunning action. It gives you so much freedom. Like
Yeah, that sounds like it might be a house rule as well, because as I read it, you have a free action of drawing a weapon. Now you can't stow and draw a weapon at the same time and attack, but you can draw and attack. But that's okay.
So I'm thinking at the end of this past turn, you just stowed your dagger, so at the beginning of your next one, you can draw your crossbow.
Yeah, he stowed his dagger in the method.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, as I've read it's I'm agreeing with Hugo. It specifically says I have to find the passage, but it explicitly says that you can draw a weapon as part of attacking it. You can't stow it, but you can draw and attack in the same action.
Right, which is generally why if you're changing weapons, you would have to drop your current one and then draw your other one. But it's neither here nor there, really.
But house rules.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you want.
sure. Yeah, hey, DM's DM.
Yeah, every table's different.
To quote Gary Gygax, the rules are kind of more like guidelines, anyways.
Speaking of
Anyways,
rules and guidelines,
I would agree
yes.
with that. Rules are just rules. The DM's word is law.
unless you can convince the DM with tacos.
This particular DM is definitely susceptible to being bribed with tacos.
How about crocodile tail tacos?
No.
No, shucks.
Dude, I'm seriously trying to chicken taco. I'm trying to make that work. Anyway, unrelated.
Hugo, you are up.
Yeah. Let's see.
I thought for a minute Hugo was frozen.
Well, with all those ice methods in there, I might be.
That's exactly what I meant.
Well, let's throw down a vicious mockery on ice method number 3.
Okay. I absolutely, of course, want to know what you're going to say to him. Reeling from a massive facepalm.
Oh, there it is. Your mother takes up more tiles than a gelatinous cube.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Possibly not appreciating the fat shaming, the method fails at save.
Let's see if this effect thing works.
That was a yes. It seems to have worked. Because that is now listed under his effects.
That's it for me.
You have to roll damage.
Damage.
Oh, I do have to roll damage. Ooh. I forgot something.
Yeah, the hurdy part.
The best part.
Oh! Ice method number 3 doesn't look near. He's starting to look a little bit lukewarm.
Lukewarm me through a dagger.
Okay.
There's the name of a character. Lukewarm.
That's actually really a cool name. Okay, we have ice method number 5. What's the range on this? I don't really want to do that because it would be a pain in the butt for me. So, ice method number 5 is going to fly up here and take its claws and claw at Luke Gorin. Oh, that's a miss? Holy crap, he rolled a 17. Very nice. Look at your AC. Excellent. Punchy.
All right. All right, I'm going to do an
5
attack.
decks.
That's going to hit.
All right, I will going to use my final key. Forgot to
Okay.
mark off
Oh,
the
and
last
he is
one.
vulnerable
And
to
do
that.
2 more.
Okay. That is also a hit. And your damage is getting doubled because he is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, and your third attack does not hit. But yeah, Ice Method number 5 is looking a little the worse the wear. Not quite as lukewarm as Ice Method number 3, but speaking of Ice Method number 3, he's going to slide up here. I think I'll put him right there. And he is going to take his claws and go, I want to claw this nasty guy that's damaging me. And I didn't see what his 2 rolls were. But the oh, dropped a 19, which gives him a 6, which misses. He's not happy. But he folds his wings and hangs there sulking. That brings up Ice Mephit number 1, who's going to fly up here to Punchy and unleash the claws. That is going to hit. And it's unfortunately not going to. There we go. Now it's on Punchy. For 5 damage. That is cold and slashing damage.
Ouch.
Ice Mephit number 4. Since he can fly, I'm going to have him fly right over Luke Gorin's head. Ice Mephit number 4 is hungry. And he is going to, yeah, I'm just going to have him claw because I hate frost breath. It's a pain in the butt. Oh, and he's going to hit Bori. He's sitting here thinking, yeah, frozen dwarf for lunch. And Bori takes 7 damage.
That tickles my nipples.
Bori, you and your tickled nipples are up.
Oh, hey, look at that. Well, return the. And first, we're going to make a bonus action and summon a spirit.
A
Here,
spiritual hammer?
a spiritual ham.
Okay, there's your spiritual ham. Place it where you want it. I don't have to share that, do I?
Nope, and
No.
actually, if I remember correctly, boom! I can add that to one of my quick slots, and now I can summon it at will.
Excellent. Okay, the spiritual
there it
ham,
goes.
the spiritual hammer is about to
But,
attack Ice Mephit number 1.
actually, Ice Method number 2.
Well, you put it below Ice Mephit number 1. Wait. Oh,
Well,
wait,
But it's
wait.
right next to 2.
Oh, I wasn't scrolled down enough. I hate that when it switches from character to character, it's turned the map moves around too. I think there's a way around that. I need to remember what it is. Okay, so the spiritual hammer is here at Ice Mephit number 2. Refresh my memory. Does that
Number
attack?
dose.
That is a hit on Ice Mephit number 2.
I'm assuming 11 this is.
No, that is a hit.
Okay, we'll take that.
You must not have heard me the first time. For 3 damage. But yeah, it's 3 more damage than he had before.
Hey, every tickle.
And
Yeah,
then,
you totally just cut out there.
I was saying,
Every tickle adds up.
Indeed, it does.
And then
Every
since
tickle
Ice
adds up?
Method
Wait,
number 4 is getting a little frisky, we're gonna hit it with a hammer too.
Okay, that is a hit.
Crunch!
Oh, and Ice Mephit number 4 is heavily damaged. So you've got 2 pretty seriously wounded Ice Mephits here.
and that's all I got.
Ice Mephit number 2. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Ice Mephit number 2 is going to tell you what, Punchy, I need you to make a dex save.
Man, I'm rolling good tonight.
No,
Yeah.
not now that you said it.
Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out how to. Okay, so you're basically taking half of the damage I'm about to give you. Okay, so you actually are only taking 4. Wait a minute. Oh yeah.
If you want, in the
damage.
upper right-hand corner, and with the little tiny buttons, there's one that's a plus or minus, and you can click that, and is one of the toggles you can apply.
I'm just trying to figure out why you weren't damaged 16 before, were you?
I took 4 that last round.
Oh, so you were damaged.
Or I took
Okay.
5 that last round, so I went up to 16.
Okay, so you're actually only at 20, which is still pretty significant damage, but still. Okay, and actually, if it's in the same 15-foot range, would the other ice methods have to save?
Well,
Actually, they're immune to cold, so no, they wouldn't. It doesn't matter.
no, it'd
That
just be punchy.
Well, I mean the other ice methods are also within the cone,
Oh yeah, they're
but since they're immune to cold, yeah, not a big deal. That brings up Luke Gorian, who has his choice of injured ice methods to swing at or shoot at.
Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna go for number 5. I'm gonna shoot at him with my crossbow.
That's going to be a hit.
Whoa! Are you gonna use? You're using a ranged weapon with something that's in melee combat?
That would be disadvantage.
Ah,
So I
yeah.
gotta roll.
Click your disadvantage, or actually just roll again, and we'll take the lower one.
Okay.
It's still a hit.
Woohoo!
Roll the same damn thing.
Yeah, I know.
Well, she did say roll again, so he did. Just rolled it. Same thing again.
Okay, and ice method number 5 is actually starting to look a little sweaty. Or,
Sweaty?
a lot sweaty.
Sweaty balls.
I knew somebody was going to go there. Do not make me add an item called sweaty balls. Please do not make me.
You already
You
did.
now-
Hold on. Where are they?
I
Where
did?
Are they? They're in my inventory. They're in my inventory.
No.
Yep. We have sweaty balls. Right there. Sweaty balls.
That's bubblegum balls.
Sweaty balls.
That's the
Unable
bubblegum
to
balls.
create window with data source.
It's the bubblegum balls from when you had the bubblegum chewing gorillas. It's not sweaty balls. They weren't sweaty, they were saliva-y because the gorillas were chewing them.
The gorillas were very sweaty.
That's true, but the bubblegum balls were in their mouths, not under their armpits.
Blank.
Okay,
blank.
moving on. Luke Gorian, do you have any other actions, any bonus actions, anything like that?
Not in any danger or anything, so I'm gonna do. That's it. That's the end of my turn.
Hugo, save me from any more sweaty ball talk.
Hugo brought them up.
and oh God.
I bet they taste like cod chicken.
Oh.
I went there.
Oh. Inspo.
Yeah.
Are you saying you have them in your cod piece?
Oh,
Oh God, you almost cost me a monitor there.
better than his chicken.
Having your
piece.
cod chicken flavored sweaty balls in your cod piece. Wow, we have officially gone full meta.
You know something for. Everybody's got inspiration but Punchy, but I'm remembering that hop across the crocodile heads, and I think that's definitely worthy.
Yes.
Okay, you're all inspired. Let's inspire these methods into non-existence.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack method number 3 with my rapier.
Go, rapier. You wildly swing the rapier around, and it creates a breeze. It does not hit the method, who is laughing a little bit.
It's all right, and I'll follow up bonus action with the short sword.
That's gonna hit. Inspiration is the act of inflicting multiple boarding houses. That's terrible. And method number 3. With the short sword, boils over and dies.
You know, the method voice is awful similar to the Kobold voice. Can we hear the DM do a recreation of a method dying?
Wait, the Mephit voice is similar to Kobold voice?
Sure.
Oh, like okay, so it's sort of like a deeper, slightly more gravelly Kobold.
Yeah, just. Chef's kiss.
Oh, Lady Catastrophe, you and me both. I think I'm dead too. uh, Ice Mephit number 5. Wow. Let me figure out which one. Oh, that's this nearly dead one here. Is going to claw at Luke Gorian. Wildly. Its little Mephit wings are fanning him and cooling him off, but he takes absolutely no damage because that was a nat 1. Punchy.
All right, I'm going to attack Ice Muffet 5.
Okay. Nat
Natural
20. I can pretty much guarantee you Ice Mephit number 5. Yep. And Ice Mephit number 5 also boils over, melts away.
And then
Goes,
I will use another attack
okay.
against Ice Muffet 1.
That is going to miss.
Ouch. I wanted to shatter because, punching through ice. Gotta love that sound.
Oh. I don't know if I can actually make that sound, but okay. That brings up Ice Mephit number 1. And I kind of hate to have him do this, but you're standing right in front of him. Actually, is he starting his turn? Spiritual Hammer is on Ice Mephit number 2, correct?
It does not. It provoke attacks of opportunity, so he can.
Well, no,
go
I
around
wasn't
wherever he
sure
wants.
if he had to make a save against it, but it's on Ice Mephit number 2, so okay. Ice Mephit number 1 is going to claw at Punchy. Unfortunately, that's going to hit. And Punchy takes another 6 damage.
You look like you
Ouch.
need a Spider-Man man.
Ice Mephit number 4 is going to claw at Hugo. And miss. And that brings up Bori!
Hey, you can't be cheating on me. We were having fun. Method number 4 with my warhammer.
Nat 20, critical hit.
Second one of the night.
You could finish him off here.
Crunch.
Wow, Ice Mephit number 4. Shatters. That was probably the worst shatter sound effect ever, but, Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk forward.
36 damage,
Excuse me.
damn.
Yeah, that's what you get when being vulnerable to a critical hit.
Yeah, they're also vulnerable to bludgeoning.
I will walk forward. Excuse me. Pardon me. Can't do anything for physically, but I can hit Method 2 with my spiritual hammer.
Okay, roll that damage, or whatever.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's a hit. And Ice Mephit number 2 takes a little bit of damage. He's definitely showing a few ill effects, but not too many.
You guys are not nearly as delicious as the crocodiles.
Was that an attempt at vicious mockery?
Indirectly, maybe?
Okay.
One might call it an intimidation attempt.
Okay. Your choice of intimidation or perform. Roll me a d20.
Oh god, like any of these are any good. Intimidation and perform. Okay, well, they're both the same of balls.
Sweaty balls?
Sweaty
Yeah.
balls, yep.
The Ice Mephit is not impressed. I was so hoping you were going to get a high roll, because I was going to let you roll for, Well, actually, with Intimidate, if you had rolled for Perform, I would have given you the opportunity to roll psychic damage as if you had done Vicious Mockery. But whatever. Ice Method number 2. Oh,
What
his
is
Frost
ice
Breath.
method? Oh, to see if his frost breath recharge. Okay.
Yep. And he is going to fly here in front of board. Does he also take additional damage from the spiritual hammer now, or is that just on ice? I'm not sure how your hammer works.
No, the spiritual hammer does not provoke attacks of opportunity. It does not count as an ally for things
Well, I
such
didn't know if
as
he
sneak attack, but
I wasn't sure. So it just basically hits
oh,
one
it's
thing. It's not doing like a 5
no, it's
meter.
doing force damage. Yeah, no, it's doing force damage, not bludgeoning. So
And to Ice Method number 1, so Ice Method number 2 can safely move here.
oh yeah, all day long.
Okay. He's going to claw you, Bori. Oh, not 20.
Ow!
For 12 damage. And you think you hear him snicker as he's sitting there flapping his wings.
I like Snickers.
Not that kind of snicker. Luke Gorian.
Punchy duck, because I'm going to go after ice method number 1. I don't want to accidentally shoot you if I roll a 1.
He's a halfling. I think it's fine.
I think we're safe.
And, they're methods, so they're flying, so the method's probably above his head.
So
If
they're
you
way
roll a
above his
1,
head.
which luckily you didn't, not to mention your +9, that is a hit.
Let's see.
Okay, and he takes 11 damage. Wow. Nicely done. And anything else Luke Gorian would like to do this turn?
Yeah, I'm going to take a bonus action and dash right here.
Okay.
Not sure why. I just want to do it.
That works.
That's
Hugo.
I don't think you moved. You could have just used a standard movement action, but that's okay.
It doesn't really cost him. It's not like you have a quota of bonus actions, so that works.
You get extra glitter points when you use your cunning action to do it.
Oh.
So I sparkled as I flew across the room. Got it.
Yeah, it's like Expedition's Retreat. You got sparkle feet going, like.
That's right.
I'm going to have to do a little graphic of glitter so I can put that on the map. Every time you do that. Okay. Notes for next session. Hugo.
I'm going to move here.
Are you going to take a bite of the spiritual hammer?
No.
Okay. Bori might object to that. I'm just saying.
On a religious level, actually, he would support that endeavor.
Well, except there would be one bite less for him.
But he's expanding the ham to other people.
Oh.
I am going to cast Thunderclap.
Okay.
Hugo, you can occupy the same space as the spiritual ham.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, I could, but then you would be subject to the damage as well. So I didn't. I wondered about that, but B, I didn't want to damage you.
And
I am made of blubber.
Ice Method number 1 fails his save and takes an additional 2 damage. So yeah, you've got 2 Ice Methods here who are fairly heavily damaged. Anything else you would like to do, Hugo?
Nope.
Punchy.
I am injured, so I'm going to take a disengage action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move back. And then my next turn, I'm going to heal myself.
Okay. So Ice Method number 1 is kind of looking between Hugo and Bori. And Hugo and Bori.
Bring it on!
And
You flapping drumstick!
Don't make you roll a perform check. Roll me a d20.
You know that Far Side cartoon where the bears, one's pointing at his other friend behind the scope.
I don't
That's
know
kind of
that.
what's going on.
Ah.
Oh God. I'm
The
hastening the
ice
party's
mephit is so
demise.
completely unintimidated by you rolling a 2 that it turns away from you and goes after Hugo and misses. Which brings up Bori.
All right. Here we go.
Actually, I'm.
Now, do you have to roll more than AC or AC or more for a hit?
That's a good question.
Equal to or higher than.
Ah.
Okay, cool. Then it worked.
Yeah, I saw you had a defensive effects +1 on here.
For his 2-weapon
Yep.
college Higgins.
All right, we're gonna jump. Attack Ice Method number 1.
Okay. Third one tonight. When I said we needed new dice, you actually went out and got some, didn't you?
I
Oh,
did actually. They had a. Oh, you would love these. I'll have to take a picture of them and show you. There, I got a sale from Easy Roller Dice, and they are this deep super hunter green swirled with forest green marble and
Ooh.
inked in gold. Like as soon as I opened this up, I was like, Evan's gonna would kill for these.
I'm actually. Dude sent me a picture of these sparkly green shoes today that I really want. But anyway, ice mephit number 1 melts away into a puddle
Crunch.
of water. It was kind of more of a drip, 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 drip puddle.
Then turn the actual Warhammer against Ice Method 2.
That
oh,
will hit ice
nice.
mephit number 2.
I
And
told you to bring it to me, you silly flapping drumstick.
and ice mephit number 2, who is now grief. Oh, did you have another? Oh, it recharged him. What just rolled?
Frost breath. Weirdly.
Oh, Okay, he just recharged it. I see what's going on there. Ice mephit number 2 is going to go after. I'm gonna be nice and have him go after the person who is less injured. Tries to bite Hugo and misses, or tries to claw Hugo and misses, which brings up Luke Gorian. There's one mephit left.
He tries to claw me through the spiritual hammer?
Yeah, he's gonna have to, if he tries to go after Hugo, he's gonna have to leave Luke Gorian's combat range.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well in that case, yep. Let's try the frost breath. And Hugo makes his save, so he takes half damage. Yep, 3 damage. Ah, that time it worked. I tried to do it that way for Punchy so it would automatically have it. It didn't work. Now it's Luke Gorian's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take one step back and fire my crossbow.
You are within combat range. Does that give
But
Ice Mephit number 2 an attack of opportunity?
bonus as cunning action for a rogue.
Oh,
Yep. As a cunning action, bonus action, he can disengage.
can he then still attack?
Yep,
Okay,
because that's a
go
bonus
for
action.
it.
So he can cunning action disengage, move away 5 feet, then regular action attack. That's
Nice.
neat. Like shit out of that cunning action. Like abuse it.
Abuse the heck out of it. Yep.
Wait, do we have exploits going on here? Oh, that is definitely a hit. You don't need very much to finish him off, so.
It's a good thing.
Oh, geez, you've got a +7? Yeah, that was an automatic. Ice Mephit number 2 slushes into oblivion.
They're not nearly as delicious as the lot.
And that was another 500 XP to divide up among the group. There are actually 6 of you, so I'm gonna make it 500 Oh hell, let's just add another 100. Everybody take 100. I'm feeling generous,
I'll take that. And
and I just closed the wrong thing.
as a player, I might suggest we take a short rest in this chamber to recover monk abilities such as, and we don't get bard songs on a short rest yet, but then we can use some hit dice to heal ourselves up, and because I'm low on healing spells.
I would absolutely be okay with a short rest. Everybody else want to do that as well?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
sure.
Let me just remember where it is on here. Rest.
I use some hit
I've
dice.
got to fix that.
Does anyone, before you rest, would anyone like to heal Punchy or Bori, both of whom are pretty seriously injured?
Well, that's what I meant was using hit dice to heal instead of spells
Well, I'll just give you
or
another short.
items.
Okay, I'll
Because
just
when
give
we're
you
taking a
another.
short rest, we can use our hit dice to heal
Yeah.
up, and
Okay.
then save our spells and
Okay, I'm going to let you use your hit
in
dice.
the thick moments.
Go ahead and use your hit dice, and then I will actually give you another short rest.
Why would you give them another short rest? I don't know that it makes any difference.
Oh, doesn't it? Well, so that they get their hit dice back?
No.
Or does it
No,
matter?
no, we don't
Okay.
back. No, no. That happens. We get half of our maximum hit dice back on a long
Ah.
rest. But we can use hit dice during a short rest. So like Punchy could use some to get himself back up.
Punchy, you could do that if you weren't looking at Atari carts online.
No, I
And
am just doing that.
and
No,
if I recall, Hugo has Song of Rest, so we get an extra D6 on top of that.
Oh.
I don't know how
That's
to do
true.
the rest though. Oh, it's this one, right? Oh,
Yes, I have a poem of rest. I'm not going to read it this time, but yes, I do.
Oh, come on. You know I'm not
I
going to
read,
let you
I
use
read it
something
last
like that
time.
unless you read me a poem.
I read it last time.
Well, technically, he hasn't used it yet because
can you actually just do a rest on me?
no, you what you do is you on your main page, the main page of your character sheet at the bottom is hit dice. So you drag a hit dice into the chat window. Heal you up. That would be the death save right next to hit dice.
No,
I thought
sorry.
for a minute you killed yourself.
Like let's
Okay.
not do let's not kill ourselves and during the short rest, and you can use as many as you want, as long as. Wow.
No, my dice is gone.
All right.
Well, I can just go back up to full. That's fine.
Instead of doing my poem, I will go ahead and play some music.
Would you like to hum for us the tune you will play? You already have inspiration, or I would give it to you again. Also, Punchy, it says you have 38 hit points and you're wounded for 38. So let me just make that 0, because oh, it's not letting me. Oh, there we go.
So yeah, everybody gets an extra D6 rest,
Okay. And
including
Hugo,
myself. Yay!
yeah, you're down 6 points, so you might want
Hang on just a second. Yeah, okay.
to. Oh, the timing on this is going to work out pretty well, I think. I was hoping to wrap up by 11:30, and unless you guys take forever on the riddle, I think you're going to do that. Did you borrow Punchy's dice?
I must have.
Also,
I'd
it
like
didn't
to-
give you any points back. You're still at 6 injured.
Well, that's because I didn't know how to do it.
Ah, that's a mulligan then.
Well, since it's an extra, it's not my hit dice. It's actually an extra die, so I'm not sure how you would actually roll it other than.
If I remember from Song
Oops,
of Rest,
wrong
what
way.
you'd have to do
Okay,
is
you just gave yourself damage.
yeah, there you go. if I remember correctly, it's only when you use a hit die you get the bonus. So you'd still have to use a hit die to benefit from that, if I recall correctly. I'm scrolling.
Yeah, possibly. It doesn't explicitly say that. It says if you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest, then each of the creatures regain an extra 1d6. But I think that's implied that you have to use hit dice to regain hit points, so that would be
Yeah,
correct.
a creature regains the extra hit points only if it spends one or more of a short rest.
Yeah, no
So,
worries. I'll just leave it at 6. It's fine.
but I mean, you could use one anyway.
Yeah,
I'd
but
be
I only
okay with
have
that.
I have 2 left, so I'm kind of saving up on them.
Well, we're getting to the point where we're pretty much our next encounter is going to have to be a long rest, at least for
There is only one more
the
encounter
cleric.
on this level, and yes, there will be an opportunity to rest afterwards. So you are in this method room, and 20
Yeah,
feet to
but
the
everybody, excuse
sorry,
me,
go
but
ahead.
everybody else who needed to rest can take an extra d6 if they needed to.
Oh, you're the only one with damage right now, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So the methods have melted, and once again you see a rune. This time it's on the southern wall. There is, of course, a lever beneath it, and a tablet inscribed with a riddle. The riddle is, it's been around for millions of years, but is never more than a month old. What is it?
I think I know the answer to this one too.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
let's have it.
The moon.
Indeed. So,
Here I thought you were going to drop your drawers to provide the
Oh,
answer.
but I should have. You're right.
I think
that would have
Bory
been
would
great.
have.
That would have been awesome. Okay, so I actually forgot to clip out rune number 4. This is actually what rune number 4 looked like. Imagine that it's lit because somehow I did not put a version of this lit in here. Unless, nope, I didn't. Okay, so imagine now it's all lit up. So you pull the lever, the rune lights up, and now there's only a few small areas up by the force field where you have not yet explored.
Well, let's go over to the force field area.
Careful, there was a door there when you were
Remember, you heard
Don't peek
growling when you were there
there.
before.
And
There you
I'd
go.
like to pick up my dagger if it dropped when the method melted before we walk out the room.
You know something? I think because of the way you guys are rolling, I think as the mephit melted, since it was like in midair, because mephits fly, the dagger actually fell right into the sheath on your new alligator belt.
Nice.
Can I remove the spiritual hammer token now? I take it. Borea's AFK for 30
I
seconds.
think so.
I'll just move Borea up here.
Ooh, then look in Discord.
Oh, Discord. Ooh, there's a picture of the dice in there, and they are glorious. Wow, those actually look a little bit like I can't remember which year, but Gen Con had greenish dice. They weren't all green though; they were like marbled, sort of like brown tiger eye and green. Those are nice.
Yeah, those are sweet looking. Wow.
I are returned.
Welcome back. I removed your hammer because you're not there anymore.
It expired.
Yeah, and also it expired. So you guys are standing along the southern wall of the room that has the portal opening or the force field opening, and you can still hear that growling in there. And you know that around the other side, the last time you were there anyway, there was a force field flanked by 4 runes. But you're on the opposite side, so you can't tell that whether the force field is down and the runes are lit. You're guessing they're probably lit because you pulled them all and they were all lit above the levers.
Boring, I'm surprised you haven't said anything about a growler.
Why, I can summon beer. Do you want some?
Uh,
Well, I'm just saying you hear a growling. I thought you might break out a growler or something.
Uh,
I
ow.
don't know what that sound was.
That was him starting to think and
Abort! Abort!
aborting it. Basically, yeah, he was like,
Nope, 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 not going down that road.
Starting to think, and he rolled a 1.
oh no, he takes psychic damage if he thinks too hard.
Yeah, if I detect Bori thinking too much, he will absolutely take at least 1 or 2 psychic damage.
But no, yeah, as part of his domain abilities for the gluttony domain, he can conjure ale uh, as to what was it the exact amount with every 15 minutes of uh, up to 4 gallons of acceptable low grade, mostly chilled ale. So
So
yeah,
like
if you
Bud
if
Light.
you, you know, oh god,
Old duels.
oh no,
Not O'Doul's.
Not okay, man. Okay.
Anyway, you are at the southern wall of this room. You can hear the growling. Might seem a tad bit louder, which maybe could be because the force field may be gone now. You don't know because you're not around that side yet.
Tori will look at Punchy and literally ask him,
Which way to the force field?
I think it's either way.
blink,
Yeah.
blink, blink,
You're gonna confuse
blink,
them. Just point one
audible blink.
direction.
Okay, Punchy gets up there. I'm going to remove this little green dot here too. We don't need that anymore. And the force field is indeed gone. You can see that all 4 runes are indeed lit.
It says boxy.
Yeah, beta sigma chi something.
No, I think it's Zybo. I think you're supposed to read it from the back to the top.
It's Expo.
I should put the fast food thing in Discord, shouldn't I?
Honestly, I picked one of those weird symbol fonts and typed in 4 letters, and that was what I got. Okay. So, yeah, you are looking into this
Yeah.
room. It's a small room.
Beta sigma chi something.
Could be. I have no idea. Like I
Who's
said,
Boy X?
I just picked a symbol font that had a lot of the and typed in 4 letters to get runes. So with all 4 rooms lit, the force field has disappeared, and you see a small room beyond the opening. The room is mostly filled with a stone staircase going down, and with an enormous yeti, who nearly fills the opening at the top of the staircase, and is definitely not happy to see you. But hey, at least you know where that growling sound was coming from. Uh, and
Hey,
there's
they
also
like bubblegum balls.
that was actually the gorillas, but the yeti is not alone. In the far corner is
It's some
a
spaghetti.
no, is a beholder who seems to be squinting at you. So forgive me for
He
this
needs
Yeti
glasses.
portrait. I actually had not done art for the Yeti, and I realized that at like 7:30 tonight, well, a little before 7:30, and I did this in like 5 minutes using only a mouse. So yeah, imagine that he's really a lot scarier looking than he is in this picture.
It's pretty great though.
That is cool.
Someone
Wow, that's
said
pretty
spaghetti.
scary.
A scary Yeti spaghetti.
And also here is the beholder who is kind of hanging out in back in the corner. I don't know why I'm good at eyes and not good at the rest of it.
Please tell me you're gonna.
I'm going to tell you to roll for initiative. So why did I not put this on an encounter?
So far, we've got a three-way tie. Oh, way
I'm
to ruin
on
it, Bori.
brand.
Way to ruin it, Bori.
Wow.
Hey, it's a brand and morals and stick with it. Or so I'm told. Uh, strips of paper, streamers in the air.
I'm just looking for something real quick.
Is it terrible that Bori really wants to hug and cuddle the Yeti?
The Yeti would not appreciate that.
I was actually very much looking up how to do that.
Isn't that called grappling?
Yeah, it would be a grapple. Which would be a strength athletics check mirrored by the opposing person or the resisting of the
Well, I
grapple,
was trying to
either
see if
their
there was
athletics
anything
or
in
dexterity.
5e.
That's what we're rattling off, actually. Athletics check opposed by either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics for the resistor.
Okay,
That's
let me.
right.
Wait. We have a resistor? What about a capacitor? Inductor?
No.
Not even a
Spaghetti
flux. Not even a flux capacitor?
or dilithium crystals.
Trilithium.
No, I
Anyway.
just want lithium crystals to die.
Oh God. Anyway, Luke Gorin, you get to go first again. You are outside the room right now, but I'm sure actually Punchy I think is the only one who can see the what's inside the room. But I'm guessing that when Punchy looked into the room, he was like, "Ermagerd, a Yeti and a beholder!" Only in a squeakier halfling voice.
And that's
There's this awesome creature and another awesome creature in here. Come on, guys. Go check them out.
so if I move right here, we're kind of both in the middle of the doorway right there, right?
Yep,
And I should have enough room to shoot.
yep.
I'm gonna use my crossbow since I didn't let it go.
Can
And
we assume he retrieved his dad?
Yes,
yeah,
Okay.
you must have been AFK for that. He asked me about that.
Okay, I did.
And I said that because of the way you guys have been rolling, that when the ice mephit died and melted, the one that his dagger was buried in, the dagger and the ice mephit, of course, was flying in the air. It fell right out of the melting ice mephit, right into the sheath on his brand new alligator belt.
A la that one scene in Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
I
He
don't remember
makes
that. I have.
belts really fast.
Okay, that is going to hit,
oh, Yeti spaghetti.
and he's wounded. He felt that definitely. Anything else Luke Gorian would like to do?
No, if I tried to get past the Yeti, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity. So no.
You've got like a 5 foot cushion in here, and kind of a wall, so if you wanted to try to get past them, you could. I would like to note the beholder is right now, it appears to be squinting and has not made a move to attack you or the
Yeah,
Yeti yet.
I'm
He's
gonna
just
stay
kind of
put.
hanging back in the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
stay.
Hugo.
See if I could throw a vicious mockery from where I'm standing, but apparently not. It's weird
No,
that I
you
actually have
can't
to
even.
see
Yeah,
them. They can hear me, but I can't see them.
and I do believe you have to be able to see them.
That's what it says, yeah.
Yep.
That doorway looks pretty crowded, so, I'm just going to kind of hang out here and kind of tune my lute for a little while.
Okay. I hope that's not a euphemism. Okay. Punchy.
No, it wasn't. But now that you put it on everybody's heads.
I can totally
If that had been Bori or Catamus, it would have totally have been a euphemism.
All right, I'm gonna try to grapple the beholder.
Keep in mind the beholder has shown no signs of wanting to attack you, but okay.
I'm going to try to hug it. Is what I'm going to try to do, and it's a athletics check contested by the target's strength or dex, their choice. So I'm
Okay.
gonna make my athletics check.
It's so fluffy.
It has so many eyeballs.
Oh my gosh! There we go.
You
Yay.
hug the beholder, who seems a little startled, but seems to enjoy it, and kind of pats you on the back with his eye stalk.
All right, so it's grappled.
And he looks kind of. Yeah, he's a beholder. I don't know what he looks. He looks kind of
Is this
smiley.
like when you're at Thanksgiving and the great aunt you barely remember from your childhood is all of a sudden like all up on you and giving you hugs and kisses, and you're kind of just like, ah.
I think we need to find a giant monocle for him.
We'll get to that.
That's called
That's,
Hugo. You just hit onto our next quest.
All right, this is my turn.
Okay, that would bring up the beholder, but he's grappled, you say?
Can use its action to escape. Must succeed on a strength or dex check contested by my strength or.
He seems to be
Athletics check.
enjoying himself too much. He makes no effort to ungrapple himself. Bori.
Okay. Well, I saw people run into the room and someone got shot.
Someone got shot. Oh,
Yep,
by
by
Lucor,
Luke
okay.
Gorin. So I will advance here, and Punchy's making out with the beholder, my ex-boyfriend. That's that thing. So I will take my aggression out by attempting to hug the Yeti.
Lady Catastrophe, yeah, I think the next time you see this if he shows up in a future episode, I will draw a top hat on him.
So I will make my athletics check contested by the Yeti's strength, dexterity, acrobatics, whichever he chooses. And he win.
So he needs to make a save and be at a 6.
Strength or athletics. Check. Or strength, athletics, or dexterity, acrobatics, which I don't. He might have athletics. I don't. I doubt the Yeti would have acrobatics, but
Yeah,
Whatever's the best.
He rolls a 10.
yeah, which is significantly better than my 6. So I aggressively and jealously attempt to hug the Yeti and fail.
Grabbed in the wrong place again.
Oh, that.
I did not grab Crocodile's tenderest point on the Yeti.
I am going to move the Yeti back here a little bit just so there's more room for you guys to get in. He's just like blocking the stairway from anybody getting down. Okay, Bori, did you want to do anything besides that?
No, that's an action.
Okay.
And I'm not going to blow a bonus action at. That's me.
Okay. The Yeti is going to turn a chilling gaze on. Actually, let me double check and see if this is really what I want to do. I just had to save against itself. One creature, okay. I didn't want to do it in everybody. He's turning his chilling gaze on Bori, who makes the save.
Did not want to be hugged.
That's a pretty literal way of giving the cold shoulder.
You are now immune to chilling gaze of all Yetis, but not abominable Yetis. But I will tell you, there are no abominable Yetis anywhere in this dungeon. No, not even he's not even half damage on a save. You just get nothing.
I just wanted a hug.
Well, you're immune to chilling gaze. So let me put.
I suppose that's a consolation prize.
Once you've been stared at by an angry Yeti. Dot dot dot.
Hell hath no fury like that of a Yeti who did not want to be hugged.
Something like that.
That's true. Actually, Bori did not seek consent, did he?
And we are back to Luke. Oops, I'm holding down the wrong push-to-talk key. We are back to Luke Gorian.
Alrighty. Let's see. I am going to use my cunning action to dash and move right here and take another shot at the Yeti.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I have enough tokens to put up a free hug sign.
Damn.
I need to move. Hang on a sec. I'm doing something very important here.
Yeah, she's sending mobs our way. Free Hugo! Wait, what?
Okay, free hug zone. Yeah, wow, that definitely hit, and you're actually whittling the Yeti down faster than I thought you would. And is that the end of Luke Gorian's turn?
Yes.
Hugo! There's room for you in there now, by the way.
Yeah, that's alright. I'll just move to where I can see the Yeti. And then I'll throw down a vicious mockery on him.
And what would you like to say to the Yeti?
Ah! A hideous fiend! Oh, wait, no, you're just ugly.
Oh, look at that.
I don't think a Yeti would be insulted by any of that, but go ahead and roll. And also, I really wish there was a good way to get the Discord pictures into Fantasy Grounds because
Then
wow.
again, maybe not.
That's hilarious.
It's just so perfectly Bori on the free hug.
The Yeti saved, and hang on, I'm going to see if I can do this. Oh,
I don't know if
no,
you've seen it yet.
yeah, it only lets me copy the link or open the link, and I don't want to open a browser because the computer does not like me having too many things open, and it might screw me up.
Bummer.
Oh, it doesn't let you like right click and save it, which sucks. So the Yeti is not at all insulted and saves against your not overly vicious mockery. Punchy.
Okay, so I'm currently hugging the beholder, and I
He's hugging
think
you back.
it is an amazingly awesome creature. And I would like to say to it something along the lines of, I think you are a really, really neat. Do you want to be my friend? And I'm going to use my animal handling skill on it.
Okay.
Which I have proficiency in.
And the beholder is beaming at you and hugs you with a few more eye stalks.
Gotta watch out for those beams, though. It is a beholder.
Right?
You see no beams.
All right.
Except
You just said he was beaming at him.
beaming smile. The beholder's mouth has a beaming smile. That's all. And the beholder, on its turn, continues to hug Punchy, bringing up Bori.
I think they would be more like this at that point. I'm just a little closer. Let's put it that way. Okay, so meanwhile, Goran has been shooting this Yeti the entire time.
Mhm.
Like, so he's filled with bolts, and I just felt the of a Yeti and just shrugged it off. So
Actually, no.
I'm
The
not.
Yeti is. I mean, he's not critically injured yet, but his growling sounds weaker. Although
Well, I mean,
he's
he's
still growling.
yellow.
He's yellow.
His hit point bubble is
Little
yellow.
Oh,
indicator.
I was looking at my pitiful artwork, thinking he's not yellow. He's like gray.
Never eat the yellow snow. I know that much.
Oh man, if I had
I
thought of
mean,
that
I'm not
earlier.
the smart. I may not be a smart man, Jenny, but I know what yellow snow is. And I will smack him with a warhammer for trying to be all hurted on me. I just wanted a hug.
That is going to hit.
Oh, what a good time for Discord to cut out. I heard that is going to
That is going to hit.
hit. Okay,
You
the
have a
important word.
hit. Don't forget that you all have inspiration too.
Crunch!
Oh, and he is now officially heavily damaged. And you can see that his pretty white fur is getting, light gray fur, whatever that color that is. It's getting kind of bloodstained.
Bring it on, you walking cuddle muffin! I can do that too.
Oh Lord. He is going to attempt once more to claw at Bori. He's going to miss again.
Insert gif of Kermit sipping tea.
Luke Gorian. May you roll better than a Yeti.
If I what? You broke up.
May you roll better than a Yeti.
I hope so. Let's see, I got a lot of stuff open right here.
Well, apparently a 13 hits, so as long as you don't sneeze.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
That
Ooh,
hits.
I sneezed.
Shot him anyway.
Hey, Rob, thank you for being here. We're fighting a Yeti. Bori is admonishing everyone not to eat yellow snow. And
But
Punch.
most importantly, Punchy is making out with a beholder.
I was about to say Punchy is hugging a beholder, which is hugging him back. Anything else going on, I don't want to know about. It wasn't.
No, it's just hugging. It's just we're being friends. I think it's an
Bori
amazing creature,
You need
and
to
it's having a
Google
new experience.
frottage.
I'm not going to say anything about the eye stalks suddenly pointing.
As a cleric,
I'm just not going there.
Bori, as a cleric, we should be able to gather yellow snow, and then you can just purify it, right?
Ooh, that's a possibility. But there is no yellow snow. Had
We
I
can
thought of
make
this,
some though.
there's frost on the walls, but there is no actual snow. Luke Gorian, please. Oh, you did damage the Yeti.
Yeah.
I'm getting like distracted by yellow snow and not even realizing that the Yeti is. Oh, he's hurting now. He's like kind of lurching around in between growls. That's true. You will probably never get the chance to hug a beholder again ever. So you only live once. Hugo.
True, I have revivify.
Alright, I suppose I can step in here and then try to attack the Yeti with my rapier.
Yeah, Rob, I have not been streaming all that much lately because real life. It's kind of nice to actually have one. And that is a hit. I didn't used to. And the Yeti takes still more damage. Yeah, there's like tufts of white fur flying around. Also, I like Dobby because A, he's a really cool character, and B, he sounds a lot like a kobold.
And bonus action on short sword.
Okay, go short sword. Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Dobby not mean to kill, only meant to maim or seriously injure.
You could possibly. Not quite. But the Yeti is basically. Oh god, I was about to say he's on his knees, but, Thulgrin's in here, and I don't think that would be wise. Punchy, it's your turn. Save me from the
I
euphemisms.
don't know what you mean by that.
Good.
So, Punchy the Tall Folk, under the clear assumption that he must be 100% coming through to the beholder, is going to look the beholder in its main eye, say, now I want you to meet my friends, and turn his arm out, ungrappling himself from the beholder and pointing at Bori.
The beholder squints really hard at Bori, or sort of in Bori's direction.
Now, I
As
kind
long as
of
he
get this
didn't.
mental image of as he's doing this, like Bori is just like foaming mouth, yelling at a kneeling, bloodied Yeti, saying, "A hug!"
as 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 long as the beholder didn't mishear Punchy and actually thought he said "eat my friends."
Perhaps an
no,
animal
the
handling check is in order.
no, the beholder still kind of has an eye stalk resting around Punchy's shoulders, and he's just kind of like squinting towards the rest of you, and not really doing anything else.
Anyway, that's my turn.
Okay,
If his
beholder.
vision is blurry enough, I might actually look like another beholder to him.
Well, the beholder kind of takes one eye stalk and kind of gives Punchy an affectionate pat on the head. And that brings up Bori.
Now, character question for the DM: Does is it visible to Bori that the Yeti is on his last legs?
It probably is. I mean, you can tell he's. Maybe you can't actually tell he's on his last legs, but he is clearly grievously injured. There's blood flowing, there's tufts of fur lying around, and he can barely stand upright. He's clearly extremely injured.
So he's clearly extremely injured.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, keep in mind that his turn comes after yours.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide between what, we're just gonna let the dice do it here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let the dice decide as to whether or not he tries to attempt to get his hug before the Yeti dies, or just jealous anger kills it. I think that means he's gonna go for the hug.
Give me a hug,
Okay.
damn it!
I'm getting my hug, dang it!
I kind of want to make you do a charisma roll. But,
A charisma roll.
I'm actually, let me look
Well,
at your stats.
there's animal handling, which would be wisdom. There's athletics, which would be for a grapple. Persuasion would be charisma.
I'm thinking persuasion or performance.
That's fine because animal handling, athletics, and persuasion and performance all have
Yeah.
the exact same proficiency because none. Wow.
That
It's so
happened.
one.
You have angered him.
I'm almost tempted to give the Yeti an attack of opportunity for that.
Well, see,
But
what my brain immediately went to was he leaps towards the Yeti for the hug, misses or like grabs onto the fur, doesn't quite grab it, falls flat on the stairs and slides thunk 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 between the Yeti's legs.
actually, you fall flat on your butt on the stairs. You crash into the Yeti's legs to keep from actually falling all the way down. However, you do take 4 damage.
Did you
What
or
was
just
that?
roll it?
I just rolled a d4,
Okay,
and it
how
came up
much?
with a 4.
Okay, oh there it is.
So
Okay,
you take.
no, I hadn't seen the damage going. So yeah,
And yeah, you're
like
actually
that.
you're. I'm gonna put
That's
you
a question.
still right in front of him because you can't go all the way down the steps yet. That's not allowed.
That's not loud. Oh,
No, not
walls.
yet. There's things down there I don't want you to see yet.
Invisible walls.
No. I just don't. Well, it leads to the next dungeon, which you can probably pretty much figure out considering this one's now nearly completely clear. The Yeti is once again going to try to claw you. This time he's going to hit.
Ooh, the claw.
And Bori takes 11 damage.
You can't run from the claw.
You can't even tumble down the steps away from the claw. Yet.
Oh wait, that would put me as. I mean, it doesn't matter because I was hit, but that would put me as prone, wouldn't it?
Oh, indeed.
I think that's why I rolled 2.
Did it?
Yep.
I just saw it roll 2 for damage. I mean, it doesn't matter because he hit anyway.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Yep.
I did see 2 roll is all, but you're right. It may have been damage.
Well, actually, he does both slashing and cold damage.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. So one was slashing, one was cold.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Look, Gorian, finish us off.
Alrighty. If we can.
It won't take much. Oh,
But it'll take more than that.
It'll take a lot more than that.
Luke Gorian fires a bolt at the Yeti and somehow manages to fire it straight down, pinning his boot to the floor but barely missing his big toe. I will let you use a bonus action to remove the bolt and free your foot. But Hugh goes up.
Thank you. Alrighty.
Alright, I'll try to stab him with my rapier.
Finish him off.
Stabbity stab stab. Jeez, you guys suck. That is totally going to miss.
You guys suck.
That's totally going to miss.
Yeah, but it's still better than 1.
That's true.
Yeah, it's better than 1.
Bonus action.
I thought you might have one. That's going to hit. The Yeti, leaking blood and fur everywhere, collapses on the steps and dies.
I can't get my hug now. Dang it.
You can't get your what?
Yeti? Hug.
It's weird to hug a corpse, you weirdo.
If anybody would do it, it would be Bori. And as the Yeti collapses, you hear a huge sigh of relief and realize it didn't come from anyone in the party. But the beholder just wiped its forehead with an eye stalk. For the love of Kaiba, glad you showed up. I thought I was going to be stuck down here forever. The creature wheezes. Name's Agariashk, but call me Og. It's shorter, and I'm getting old. Can't be wasting my time on extra syllables. Besides, nobody ever says it right. Yes, it is a beholder with a Bostonian accent.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm not gonna attack yous. I just want to get out of here and retire. Cataracts, you know. Damn eye rays don't work right no more. I need to live somewhere with more light so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Maybe get a farm, grow some potatoes or something. They got eyes, you know what I mean? Ha 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 ha!
There are
Well, Arg, am I
kobolds.
glad I met you. You are such a cool person, and I am really glad that we didn't accidentally kill you.
Yeah, you and me both. I mean, I heard the
Kobolds
bolts
with
shooting
laser.
around. I couldn't see where they were shooting. I didn't know if they were coming at me.
Meanwhile, near where the beholder is, you notice there is a small cache of items in the mound of fur and tattered blankets that were apparently the Yeti's nest. Also, 700 X. Tell you what, take 150 XP each for the Yeti. I'm rounding way up. In the Yeti stash, you find 55 silver pieces. I'm just going to throw this in your party inventory. I don't think it lets me drag them there. I think I tried that last time. The 55 silver is not a big deal. I can put that in pretty easily. You also find gauntlets of ogre power. Oh, it did let me do that. And goggles of night. And I'm guessing they probably... Oh, yeah, the ogre power...
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the obvious recipient for the gauntlets of ogre power is our monk.
Probably.
Yeah,
There's
now
still
they do...
unidentified items, though.
Oh, that's true. You know something? I have... to behold, are you looking at me? Uh, you know something? I have never been in a position where things needed to be identified, so I'm not sure what needs to happen there.
If I remember correctly, the shield to open an item as the DM up near the close, and there's an I for identified.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, but do you guys need to do anything to actually ID it? Or can I just...
Officially, yes. We would need to
You
sit
know
down and be
something?
like Hugo.
The beholder is telling you what they are.
Oh, if he's going to tell us what they are, then yeah, sweet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because he knows what the guy has.
And I'm still convinced that the high level spell scroll that Cadamus has uh, sitting in the party inventory is a scroll of raised dead that Bori can't read.
So
High level spells. You know something?
if you want to wait 20 minutes, I can identify both items. It's just, takes time.
Well, the beholder
Oh no,
told you.
the beholders.
The beholder has
Oh,
told you
okay.
what they are. The gauntlets of ogre power do require attunement, and it will significantly punch you with a strength of 11. You would have a strength of 19 while wearing them.
Yeah,
Goggles. Is there anybody who does not have dark vision? I was thinking there was somebody who did not have dark vision, which is why.
Punchy.
Yeah, the human.
Okay,
The human.
so
Oh, and well, Punchy has the drift globe, which he
That's
hasn't
true.
been using.
okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to let the party decide how to split this stuff up, but
So Hugo would pretty one for the gogs.
Yeah, I would give it to someone more likely to actually be attacking something than trying to hug it.
But the
the goggles
gaunts
or the gauntlets?
definitely need to go to our monk, in my opinion.
Okay,
I
everybody in
don't take
agreement?
those gauntlets, but
Okay, so
Did
Punchy.
we identify the rust-colored bag?
I know I told you what it was, but I don't remember if you identified it. Yeah, it is not identified.
Okay, well, in that case, as an RP moment, Bori will shove a rust-colored bag in Hugo's face and go,
What's this do?
Uh, Give me about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And he'll just stand
Meanwhile,
there staring at Hugo for the whole 10 minutes, like, yay. You know, like,
Okay.
imagine a Bernese Mountain Dog or Saint Bernard face where they're like eyes locked on and not moving, and that's just your dwarf in lingerie. Just look at the warhand.
did I share that with you guys? I can't remember. It wasn't showing as being shared.
You
Uh,
did.
okay. Anyway, as you're standing there, and remember, you have those rooms off to the west that were locked that you hadn't been in yet. And the beholder says that they are bunk rooms with comfortable beds.
At least I think they're comfortable. I've never slept in a bed. I just float sleep.
Edgecarry could use a rest.
And I was actually originally before Lugorian had joined the party, I was going to have the beholder unlock them for you. But now you have a rogue. The rooms are unlocked.
Oh, speaking of which, in our party inventory, Lugorian, we actually have a poisoner's kit if you're interested in that sort of thing, being a
Oh,
rogue
yes, we
assassin.
do.
I have one, but I'll take a second one. Unless anybody needs it, because I can always use a second one.
I don't think any of us can use it without, like killing ourselves in the process.
Let's see. How do I get to the party's inventory on here?
Up
Uh,
in the upper right-hand corner, there is the combat tracker immediately to the right with an eye and a bunch of head shapes.
Yeah, the party sheet. I got it.
There's
And
an
then go to
inventory
the
tab.
inventory tab of the party sheet, and there's
Okay.
all the stuff that we have.
All right. 10 minutes later, the rust-colored bag is identified.
okay, and you now have a bag of tricks. Would you like to hear what the bag of tricks does?
Sure.
This ordinary bag made from rust-colored cloth appears empty. Reaching inside the bag, however, reveals the presence of a small, fuzzy object. The bag weighs half a pound. You can use an action to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8 and consulting the table below. Did I put the crap? I didn't put the table in here. I'll have to do that. Oops.
Now, the table's part of the description.
Oh, well, it's not
Sure.
in this description because I added this myself and I think I forgot to put that in there.
It's at the top of the description,
Yeah, but it's not bringing anything
but
up,
we
is it?
can't link
Yeah,
it. Yeah, we can't link
I
it.
forgot to type it in. I'll get to that. Uh, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8, consulting the table, which I will put in later. The creature vanishes at the next dawn, or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. The creature is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or to give it general orders, such as to attack your enemies. In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. Once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until the next dawn.
Cool.
And you know that high-level spell scroll that Catamus has? I'm trying to remember where you guys do not give Bori the power to summon fuzzy objects. I don't remember that at all. I couldn't tell you what that scroll is.
Scroll came from Testicle's dungeon, or the challenge thing for Testicle.
Okay,
My
I will
wording.
double check that. Yeah, because I put in high-level spell
And
scroll because I didn't want you to see what it was, and
and
forget.
I
Then
I
I
remember
forgot what it
from a
was.
I remember from a Twitter conversation that we had like the night before, the fact that a raised dead scroll could be in the party and Bori can't read it because he's illiterate. So there being a raised dead scroll in the group.
Okay,
It's
yeah, it's a
useless.
raised dead scroll.
It
I
is a
remember
raised
that
dead
now.
scroll. I just remember that Twitter conversation beforehand. Like, you're gonna give me a raised dead scroll that I can't read, aren't you? You're gonna do that. Yep. Okay, that's happening.
So anyway, you guys are now stuck with Arg, whether you the Beholder. I don't know if you could understand his name through my thick fake Bostonian accent, because he really can't see well enough to get himself out of this dungeon. He's, the old Beholder dark vision up to 120 feet because of his cataracts. No more. Uh,
So I was about to say if maybe this is a little too forward of me, Arg, but you seem cool. Are you looking for a place to stay, and can you clean up things? Because if so, you can stay at my dojo that's being built. It'll be a grand, awesome like castle, and you can just stay there and live there if you want.
I'd really want to have a potato farm. But I could clean up some stuff, yeah.
Well, there should be
I'm
land
sure
enough for
the
you to make
kobolds would
potatoes.
love potato farmers.
Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
I want to see how many eyes I can grow on my potatoes.
I
I
mean,
bet a
the funny
lot.
thing is the exit's like right there.
He's got cataracts. He can barely see 5 feet in front of his face. He originally had brown eyes. I tried to do like a milk. If you zoom in on him, you can sort of see where he originally had like brown eyes or orange eyes, much more beholdery eyes. But I tried to do kind of a milky cataract effect. Bori Karthag attempts to put his feet in front of his face to see what cataracts are like.
So
Okay,
there is a staircase going down, however, huh?
there is. Can I assume you guys have all retreated into the bunk rooms and taken a nice long rest?
Well, I don't know. We got this beholder with us.
Well, he's friendly, and
I I would love to take a long rest. I don't know
See,
about anyone else, but I'm borderline tapped out.
see.
and I mean you're about to descend to the second level of the dungeon, which is why I made these two little rooms that so conveniently just showed up on this random map I got from the dungeon generator. Uh, I figured that would be a good place to put safe rooms to take a long rest in. So,
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, I'm totally cool with letting this beholder try to stay at my dojo. It'd be kind of rad to have a beholder kind of
Yeah,
person just
but
hanging out.
the beholder is, no offense, Mister Person, but he's just as likely to zap us as he is to zap them.
Oh, I don't even try to zap stuff anymore unless I mean, like, if you guys tell me to aim at a certain, I can get direction down, but just don't stand whichever way the eye stalk is pointing.
I'm giving you a long rest, by the way.
Good advice. See, he'll be great because I mean, I'll be busy training kobolds the way of the kobold fist, and so having someone around the dojo who can like clean up and do stuff, or not, that's fine too.
Wait, so he could be Mister Miyagi?
Oh. Well, since his nickname is Arg, he could be Mr. Biargi. Yeah, that's
Miyagi?
terrible.
Yeah, like eyes on, eyes off, on, eyes off.
All right. Well, anyway, Mister Beholder, we're gonna go down this staircase here, and it could well be that we're all going to die. So if that happens, you start walking that way. I'm going to point
Wait,
whichever
I'm
direction
a
I think
beholder. I can't walk.
is. Well, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to point the direction I think that the kobolds are, and I'll be like, "You just go say hello to them and say that Punchy the Tall Folk sent you, and that you are a member of the Society for uh, protecting cool kobolds at sea because they're kobolds sometimes, spelling and stuff. And so just tell them that I sent you and that you're supposed to live in my house that they're building you.
What if? Just here's a thought. She's not present. What if we
Wait, wait,
send?
wait, 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 wait. You said thought. Is this Thulgrin or Bori? Do I need to put a
This
point
is
of
no.
psychic?
This is me. No, this is
Okay.
me, the player.
I
No,
was about to take a
not
point of
not in
psychic
voice.
damage from
Not
you.
yeah. No. What if since Lottie is present, but not present? What if we have Lottie uh, direct um, eyeball dude? Arg,
Arg!
arg. What if we
So
have
yeah,
Lottie
Lottie and
direct?
Lulu come running up and they're like, good job, good job. And Lulu's like, beholder.
Yeah, and they can direct the Arg the Beholder out of the dungeon and up into a kobold sanctum of Beggar's Hole. Yes, I just realized that I said we're going to have a roach direct a beholder how to enter Beggar's Hole.
I was actually thinking you would take Arg with you, but yes, I'm fine with sending him back to Beggar's Hole. Like I said, he really does want a nice, quiet retirement. Not anymore to this. He can't see anymore. He wants to live somewhere in bright light so he can see what he's doing. And I'm thinking like Lulu could just, in case Bonnie is here next week, Lulu could just hop up on his head, guide him back to Beggar's Hole while you guys continue on.
Frankly, I don't want a beholder behind us shooting rays he can't aim.
Oh, he did say
And
he doesn't. He's not going to aim the ray unless you specifically tell him to. But yeah, I can
yeah,
understand
but he
that.
also has a giant, anti-magic cone, which I don't know how cataracts affect that,
No, good point.
So as a caster, yeah, no, beholder, you can if you want to grow potatoes. Look, there's a potato farm right above your head that would happily take you help growing potatoes.
I mean, I'm sure some of the people up there must get tired of Corvair fried rat and dirty kobolds, so having potatoes around to eat would probably be pretty welcome.
Plus, I mean, like, how are we going to get the spiced potato wedges for our franchise, right?
That is an excellent point, and they do taste great with gravy.
Just saying.
Okay, so
Behold, the
Lottie
grilled
and the
potatoes.
Beholder are or not Lulu and the Beholder. I will leave Lottie with you guys in case Bonnie's back next week, because Lulu's a cockroach. She can scurry right down and find you. And since Lottie or Lulu, I keep using the names interchangeably. Since Lulu really doesn't fight anyway, this way we can instead of Lulu taking an action, she can be making her way back to you.
Plus, we
So
all know cockroaches have access to temporal vortexes and can, go to wherever they want, whenever they want.
good point. So are you guys planning on going down the stairs?
Eventually.
Okay, you've had a long rest. You've sent the beholder off with Lottie or with Lulu. Geez, I'm doing it again. So now you guys are standing here at the top of the stairs, looking down into the darkness.
Oh, it's not that dark. Vision now.
It's fairly dark.
I'm sitting here looking at my cantrips to see if
Hello.
I do. I have light, so I will cast a light on a rock and throw it down the stairs in defiance of the GM's will.
No, it's not dark.
Also, what did I just do here? That somehow I made dungeon
Uh
1 too big.
oh.
Oh, I clicked something and it made my dungeon 1 map way too big. I
Yeah,
think I
every
need
time
to.
you post something in there, I keep clicking in this unable to create window with data source.
Okay, I'm just going to close dungeon 1. And I'm also going to take the beholder off of the combat tracker because he's off with Lulu. I'm just going to put you all down here and you can decide. I'm not putting you in any order, I'm just kind of dragging you in there as I find you. This map may take a while to load.
Uh-oh, that means it's gonna crash my motor.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh no, it's loading.
Did it? Okay. This is a
It,
freaking huge map. I had actually tried to shrink it down. Uh, but to shrink it down to like the normal like 800 by 600, I lost so much detail. It wasn't even funny.
oh, I'm still prone. Can we
Oh. Also, why do I still have
for my Yeti ball teabagging?
Okay, you are no longer prone. And I'm guessing after you took a long rest, you've also lost your immunity to chilling gaze. And it doesn't really matter because there are no more Yetis in here. At least
Well,
not. At least not for a while.
oh, okay. I was going to say usually those things are immune for 24 hours, but not always.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to run into another Yeti within 24 hours. So,
So Lottie's with us and Lulu's not, or the other way around?
Lottie is with you. Lulu is taking the beholder back to Beggar's Hole. She's probably
Okay.
perched on top of his head, directing him. So you
Okay.
head
So
down the
we're
stairs.
sending a vision deficient beholder to follow a cockroach,
No, she is sitting on top of his head, directing him.
holding on to his eye stalks
Just
Yeah,
like some
just
Joe's
think,
apartment crap.
yeah,
yeah.
just think like Ratatouille. He's pulling on an eye stalk to make him go whichever way she wants.
Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah, she like pulls the one on the left to make him go left, and the one on the right to make him go right, and if she pulls them both back at once, he should stop, and if she pushes them both forward at once, he should go faster.
So Lulu really
She's a
playing
beholder jockey.
episode 1 pod racer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, she's playing tank.
Or tank, that works too. We're talking
I prefer
like
beholder jockey.
arcade
I prefer beholder jockey.
beholder
Anyway,
jockey. There we go.
You head down the stairs. They make a 180-degree turn about halfway down and then continue down more. When you reach the bottom, you find yourselves at the north end of a long north and south hallway. It is even colder here than the level above, which makes sense. You've just descended pretty far. And the frost on the ubiquitous stone walls is even thicker. You can see a passageway opening off to the west about 20 feet down from you, while the hallway you're in continues for some distance before turning east. I'll go ahead and let you see. Oh, I need to enter mask mode. Whoops.
I love this
And
part. I just
I
heard
think
masking whoops.
yeah, well, I need. I was trying to unmask it and I wasn't in mask mode. Okay. That's just a weird line there. It wasn't a mask.
So we have a little alcove going to the west, about or 20 feet to the south
It's
of
an
us,
opening.
and
You
then
don't know. I mean, it looks like it's more than an alcove, but you don't know. It keeps remasking it. Stop that. There we go. And I think that is actually where we're going to call it for tonight. That timing-wise actually worked out pretty well. So we'll start exploring dungeon number 2 next time. I don't know if we'll be back here in 2 weeks because 2 weeks from tonight is the night before Thanksgiving. So gonna have to play that one by ear. I don't know what everybody's gonna be up to the night before a holiday.
Yeah, works for me.
I
I might be busy.
I'm fine.
we may actually be getting Lord Silverhand back soon. He may have some issues to his technical problems. Not sure about that. Haven't heard back from him, but there was a chance we could be getting Catamus back soon. So I'm guessing if enough of us, I honestly don't know if what my plans are for the night before Thanksgiving. I'm thinking it would probably be okay, but uh, I'll decide when we get a little closer to it. This Sunday night will be the very last official Streamin' with Even on DDO stream. Like I said, I have a real life going on now. I just have things most nights that I would rather be doing than dealing with XSplit and my computer deciding to Windows update in the middle of live streams and things like that. So while I may occasionally stream on DDO stream from time to time, charity events, stuff like that, this will be the last official one. I should probably do something special for it. I don't know what yet though. I'll think of something. I'm thinking I'll run the pit on characters that are way over level, and we should definitely run Devil Assault and fill up Market Barracks with Bigby's hands again. And drink potions of
Although,
wonder. Although,
Keep of the Borderlands just came out.
I know that, but as it's my very last show, I gotta know. I kind of want to do something quintessentially even. You know, it doesn't take that
Fair
long.
enough.
If we're running on way over level characters, I would even like take a Canthea and let everybody pike and just like zerg through the pit at top speed. And I think we could probably easily do the pit and market barracks with tons of big bees, and probably have some time to run around keep as well in the time slot. So yeah,
And
that
she can still get lost in the market barracks.
even with all those big bees, yes, I absolutely can. Also, market barracks full of big bees is an awesome freaking sight. And that will be at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time this coming Sunday, which is November 17th, I believe, at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time until roughly midnight. If it goes a little beyond that, you know, it's the last show, so I'm not going to sweat it. And Kobold Kindergarten, probably Wednesday the 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/Kobold even. No longer DDO underscore even, it's Kobold even now. I've improved my name. Also, until Friday night, we are raising money for Extra Life, benefiting Boston Children's Hospital. I would love to get some donations coming in. If I hit my goal of 1,000 raised on my personal page, I am at the last I checked at 7:30, so 270 to go. I will go live on Twitch Sings and perform all of my filks that Twitch Sings actually has a song for. Along with at least one filk that I have never before posted anywhere, a new one that nobody knows. I will also, on that stream, well, maybe not on that stream, because as far as I know, Twitch Sings does not have Baby Shark, but I will do Baby Shark in Kobold voice at some point, and also write a Kobold verse or two to go with it. And if we hit that $1,000, I will get the Wayfinder Dale Kobold graphic from Chanticleer tattooed. And I'm pretty sure I won't be able to find a tattoo artist who would actually let me stream it, but I will get as much pictures and video, etc., as I can and post it for all to see. So
That was your Movember?
no, this is for Extra Life.
Oh, okay. So you raise your gotcha. Cool.
So yeah, the link is every so often it's scrolling up at the top. You can see how we've exceeded our team goal so far by $281. I don't have my the widget wasn't working right. I don't have my personal goal on there, but the last I checked, my goal is 1,000. I was sitting at 730. So $270 by I believe midnight Friday, and you get the Twitch Sings, the Kobold Voice Baby Shark, and the Kobold Tattoo. I mean, come on, that's got to be worth it, right?
I need to go look at my bank account.
And plus, I mean, it does benefit Boston Children's Hospital, which helps sick and injured kids regardless of the family's ability to pay. And just to throw a personal note in here, uh, the kind of thing that, you know, it's not just the medical attention the kids need. Having known somebody who went through with a child who was originally at the hospital they first took her to, said, oh, she's just got chronic bronchitis, blah, 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 for months, and the kid kept getting worse. They finally took her somewhere a little better, and it turned out she had she would have been dead within a few months if they had kept on with the chronic bronchitis diagnosis. She had some kind of a rare cancer. She was like 8 or 9 at the time. She's now second or third year in college, perfectly healthy. The only thing, I guess, from all the injections, she's got one arm that's knit significantly. It looks just very well muscled, but I think that it's something about scar tissue from all the injections and stuff she had to see. Just got one arm noticeably bigger and thicker than the other. And one of the things they said, places like Boston Children's Hospital, and it's not just the fact that they're saving kids' lives, but the emotional support they gave to the family was just amazing. So it is a great cause. And even if you don't want to hear me sing or see a kobold tattoo, it's a great.
I do.
It is absolutely a very worthy cause. If you've got a few bucks you can spare, there's absolutely no donation that is too small. Everything helps. It's like Will Wheaton talking about in the Temple of Elemental Evil, saying, you do 3 damage. Like, I'm helping. It's like, something? If you can give $3, you're helping. Really. It you don't get to 20,000. We're at 20,281, so I'm assuming somebody at one point gave $1. And, it's made a difference. If you can't afford to do anything, if you would like to spread the word, that would be great. And you can get on my Extra Life page. It's www.extra-life.org/participant/EvenNote. So yeah, aside from helping sick kids and their families, you get me doing regular singing, kobold singing, and getting a kobold tattoo. How can you turn that down? Don't answer that, please.
I was about to.
I was afraid of that. But like I said, very last streaming with Even this Sunday night on DDO stream. And Kobold Kindergarten, probably back Wednesday the 27th. I will never ask for subs or bits or anything like that. I appreciate them when I get them. But if you do want to be notified when I go live, you can give me a follow. And then you'll get a little notification that says, like, hey, Even is live with Kobold Kindergarten. Or Even is going live and singing like a kobold. Or something like that. And
Hey, shark.
And yeah, Even is singing Baby Shark in kobold voice. Come watch or put in your earplugs or both. Anybody else
And
have any
do we get to see like the actual singing in the process?
if I do this and go live, yes, I will do it on camera. I think that would be the way to do Twitch Sings. Although I've got to figure something out there because my 12-year-old webcam crashes the computer because it really isn't compatible with Windows 10. And I have a USB microscope, but it really doesn't work well as a webcam at all. I just can't zoom out far enough.
Thinking the expressions of absolute torment as you're singing Baby Shark in kobold voice might just make it worth it.
Yeah. I will probably actually be making those sort of expressions if I am singing Baby Shark in kobold voice.
Help sick kids. Make it happen.
And if you really can't afford to give anything and you just want to spread the word, that helps too. You might spread the word to somebody who can afford to kick in a few bucks. So everything helps. Anybody else have anything they would like to add before we call it a night?
Nope. Sounds good.
It's all good. Thanks, everyone. It was a lot of fun.
Kobold love you!
And yeah, if I get to 1,000, I can guarantee you I'll be playing that Kobold Love You a lot. Okay, thank you for watching, everybody, and see you probably in 2 weeks, if not on Sunday night. Have an awesome evening.
Bye.